Hello, everyone, and welcome to Aneria, the Shattered Realm, session 17. Woo! Once again, we are cursed with not having a full party this evening.
I don't know about that. I really like
you. You are you have spread out and made it a home. That's for sure.
Got my chick.
You're game spreading. Stop it.
But yes, Preston is not with us this evening. He has he's just feeling sick. Yep. And we like to make sure that we don't spread diseases around here. That's for in-game. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have cure disease in real life.
I took it.
Nice. Oh yeah? Nice. Perfect. How's that remove curse coming along for Scott?
Oh wait, never mind. I have remove curse.
Yeah. I like to remind him every episode because I'm waiting to see how long before he finally
We need
does
like downtime RP time to do that.
Yeah.
In the middle of battle, here, remove the curse on this.
But for everybody who's joining us tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, whenever you watch this, thank you for joining us.
This yesterday?
Yep. We are so happy to be back. Last week, actually, outside of game, we actually had a different session, which was nice. Thank you, Dallin. Had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
And we're planning great things in the future that may have already happened depending on when the episodes come out. So you may already know what we have planned. But
Spoiler alert. That we won't spoil.
Yeah, exactly. A couple things before we begin. Like, comment, subscribe. Those are the three stooges. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Ring that bell, which is over by our game spreader tonight. Yep. Right around there.
Right.
It lets you know when new videos come out from us. And don't forget to join us on Twitch and YouTube on Fridays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We stream for a couple hours. We either do a really cool paint stream or we do a really cool art stream. They're both really cool. I don't know why I have to qualify that for one and the other. And also, thank you to Syrinscape for these wonderful little sounds that you hear tonight. They add a little bit of extra ambience to our games. They're not sponsored, but we like them anyway, so go check them out if you want to experience a little bit of deeper immersion in your game as well. I don't think there's anything else. I think... Oh, I saw today, which is probably weeks old now, but congratulations on 70,000 subscribers.
Thank
That's really good. It sucks that you had to get past the 69,000 hump.
I posted in the morning my 69,000 joke. I just took a screenshot and I was like, I just posted that I had 69,000 subscribers and then put nice under it. Just on Twitter. I didn't even do it on YouTube. And then my Pathfinder video went up that day. So by the end of the day, it was gone already. Yeah. I was at 70. I was like, you guys ruined my stupid joke. Thank you.
Thank you for destroying my joke.
For saving me from myself.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just trying to keep you pure. That's all that is. But I think without further ado, let's go ahead and get into tonight's session.
Without further ado, what do you do?
Exactly. I actually think we're going to not get into the cliffhanger that happened last time. So bear with me, those of you who are
been weighing heavy.
Yep, who are getting ready for this match.
Heavy is the head.
We are actually going to follow up with our favorite Vengeance Bard.
Oh no!
Because that's what I'm going to call you.
Vengeance Bard.
Yep.
New subclass.
Yes. Aramis.
Yes.
You basically took a beeline away from the party once you hit Meadstead, because while everyone else is here to see Andraste, and you're here to help with that as well, there's another reason you're here. Do you remember that? Theravix, exactly.
I'm here for Theravix.
Yep. So what is the goal, or what is the way that you start going around looking for Theravix?
I would probably find a seedy tavern.
Okay.
Spend an hour or so listening, see if I can kind of figure out who some of the players are, and start putting out feelers. Nothing too aggressive. I don't want to scare away Theravix, but definitely trying to find out some information from some people who are drunk and maybe their inhibitions are down a little, so they're maybe a little more willing to share secrets.
Okay. So let's go ahead and first we'll take an investigation check from you to see what kind of tavern you can find.
That is a 10.
That is a 10?
Not super good.
There are a lot of taverns in Meadstead. You realize that pretty quickly. Yes.
Not according to the
To the company man.
yeah.
The Golden District specifically, where most of the trade takes place, you think might be a good place to start.
Okay.
But you quickly realize that other than like Meadstead's Finest, which is purported as like the tourist trap one, so you kind of avoid that one.
I thought it was great. Don't listen to it.
But you are directed to eventually a tavern with the name of Scott. Give me the name.
Rita's.
Okay, so we've already been to Ritos. We've already been to Meadstead's Finest, right?
Yes.
So this is Meadstead's Grandest.
Grandest. Oh yeah. Okay.
This is going to be like a raised pizza deal, right?
Yeah. Original
Original
Grandest.
raised. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So you enter into that very fine-looking establishment on the outside. The inside is a little dingy. There's not nearly as many candles in here as there should be, which is okay for some of the patrons because a lot of people here look like they're already sloshed and it's not even midday yet.
All right.
The owner of the bar is just a human man. He's got a bald head and he's got that handlebar mustache that kind of goes up into mutton chops a little bit.
Just a human man.
He looks like the yawning portal guy, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
All right. That's how all the tavern owners look in my mind.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just gives you a nod and he goes, "Anything I can get you?"
Maybe some information. I'll set down a bag of like 5 gold or something on the table.
Information always comes with a drink.
I'll
Set down the sign.
I'll take your greatest Meadstead.
All right, and he'll go ahead and we'll go over to I believe the greatest has a silver band around the barrel, and he'll start pouring one. And he goes, "What's the information that you're seeking?"
Looking for an old friend. We used to travel together. His name's Theravix.
Okay.
I know he's here, but I don't quite know what he's been up to these days. Trying to just track him down.
All right. Give me a deception check because you are basically
Straight up lying. Deception is so that's 13. I'll spend my inspiration so I can get a higher roll, hopefully. 14.
14.
It's higher.
It's higher.
Yeah. I guess I'll just roll an insight here. And he goes, "Oh, I'd never heard of anyone like that before." He's going to set down the drink in front of you. And he goes, "Are they a merchant of some kind? Bodyguard?"
Well, he's a bit on the scruffiest side, if you will.
Okay. All right. Well,
I can trust you with this information, can I?
Well, yeah, I'm a very trustworthy man. I keep secrets all the time. He says as you're trying to wheedle information out of it.
He's a part of this new gang, and I'm trying to get information, get in on the ground level while it's still growing. It's called the Blood Flame Serpents. You ever heard of it?
No, never heard of anyone around here with that.
That's a shame.
You better take your drink, and you can take your gold too, free of charge.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Clearly, that was the wrong move. I'll just grab my drink and leave.
Okay, so you're actually on your way out, and you hear a voice from the corner go, "That didn't turn out quite well for you, did it?"
No, not at all.
And you kind of look over. If you look over in that direction, there's a single candle on the table covering the face. You can see kind of the tunic is pretty fancy. And then a tiefling man leans forward, and he's one that you actually recognize. He was the one in Salzport. He's the book merchant. And he goes, "Why don't you sit with me for a while?"
Odd that I'd run into you here. I'll sit down.
Don't want the cart?
Yeah, he had a book
Okay.
cart, yeah. Which is nowhere to be seen. And he goes, well, I get all over the place, don't you know?
Well, seems that way. Here, have a drink, and I'll give him my
Oh,
drink.
You're missing out, man.
thank
That's
you.
good.
And he's going to take it, and he'll just set it off to the side.
Sorry, Alomah. Based on Alomah's roll.
in the back of my head, I just hear like,
Alomah's like,
now.
this stuff is
missing out.
way underrated.
The angel on your shoulder is a Kitsune.
Yeah. And the other one's Victor.
How'd that book turn out for you, by the way?
Very, very helpful.
Good.
Pass it on to a friend who could use it.
I'm always glad to hear it. So, you're searching for someone. May I ask the reason why? Truthfully.
Sure. To be honest, I don't really know the reason why, other than it's what I've been asked to do.
And asked by one of your friends?
You could say that. Goes by the name of Zolos.
I'm familiar. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we go way back, actually.
Really?
Yes. It's a little odd. And again, you're like, this is not me like constantly changing his accent. This is his accent constantly changing, just so that nobody's confused. Because I don't think you were there for that episode. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, he basically had a cart of books, and every single page said
Meatstead.
Yeah, and I was like, what the heck? And I cast Dispel, and then it was like normal books again. So
Yeah. It's a bit odd that you're searching for someone, but you don't know which, like, the reason why. I'm assuming the Zolos wants you to hunt him down and kill him.
Well, I think that's implied.
Yeah,
just
it's
in a
kind of
relationship.
his style. And you're okay with that?
It's
I've
been
never asked that question before.
it's been weighing heavy on my mind as of late. I would be lying if I said otherwise.
All right.
But,
Well, I mean, there's always other ways. I understand that your past probably has a lot of hardships behind it, and those are never fun. But sometimes hardships forge the best stories, and sometimes it drives us to be better people. And killing people without knowing what they've done is usually not the better choice.
yeah, you're probably right. But when you're this far in, what's another body?
There's always a way out, friend. And he's going to reach into his doublet, and he's going to pull out a single feather. It's just a regular feather. And he's going to hand it over. And it says, if you ever feel like you get into a situation where you don't want to fulfill one of Zolos' contracts, if he gives you a name that you really don't want to deal with, burn that feather.
All right.
All right?
What will happen when I do?
Well, help will come. Kind of give you a second path.
Thanks, friend.
You're welcome. And now if you'll excuse me, and he'll stand up, and he actually will, he'll look at the stein and kind of just like tip it over, and it's empty, despite the fact you never saw him take a drink. And he's going to grab a lute and kind of spin it and throw it onto his shoulder, and he's like, I've got places to be. Good luck.
You as well.
And then he's going to walk out the door.
It's Hoyd.
It feels that way, right? He's
Sorry,
definitely trying
James
to
Anderson
shape,
reference. Take a drink.
yeah, he's trying to shape me into being a better man. All right. Well, then I guess I'll just I'll head out.
Okay.
Try and find the group.
Yeah.
I'll kind of just give up on Theravix for now and just figure if I'm supposed to cross them, I'll cross them when I do.
Yeah. So you actually walk out the door a couple of seconds after this mysterious tiefling who's already gone. You don't know if there's like a street that he ducked down or an alley or something, but he's just not there. Or again, maybe he teleported. Yeah. Like he got to Meadstead pretty quickly from Salsport. But then again, so did you.
Yeah.
So you start kind of wandering back through the Golden District. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see how well we can find our friends.
Maybe you drank the mead, said mead.
Maybe I did.
Can the epic
I
die?
didn't even know. Yeah, it's not going to help. That's a 3.
That's a 3. It is pretty impossible.
Where
Yeah.
am I?
You have no idea. Like, you're completely lost at this point. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, maybe I will rely on some information that I have.
Okay.
What's your background? Do you know a guy?
I might know a guy.
You might know a guy.
No, that's not the one I want. I'll start listening for information about what was it called? I guess I don't know. Just some like some street games.
Okay.
That's what I'll be listening for.
Okay.
Some gambling on street games.
Okay. Sounds
If
good.
I can pick up any sort of hint as to where I should go.
Okay. So while you start listening in, thinking about like maybe some, you remember Leah talking about how gambling was a thing with her sister, as well as this the gentleman who threw her out of town, basically, got her thrown out of town.
Yeah.
So you start listening in for some gambling games, and we'll go ahead and cut back to one in just about to begin. Bolt, you have just heard a fairy dragon cry for help in your head as a bunch of people gather around the ring and get started shouting.
And it gave me fairy dog eyes, too.
Yep. There is an imp versus a fairy dragon going on, and we are going to roll initiative for them, unless anybody would like to do anything.
Let's see here. Well, the problem is...
So are they just like circling right now, or?
And in this corner.
Yep, they are. There are plenty of animals here because
Yeah, why not?
it's just like having a
They have like sheep
an
tossing.
eagle in a cave.
Yeah.
Sheep tossing.
Yeah.
There's
Sorry.
just that one guy drinking, and he has his cow with him.
Yep.
So I was like, do they have
It's
like
got a match coming up.
Do they have like a bell or something they're ringing?
Yeah, like there's a crier getting ready. He's kind of being like, last bets, everyone, get your last bets in really quickly. These two look like they're ready to tear each other apart, and that looks like the case for the imp. But the fairy dragon is very much like already kind of backing into one of the walls, whimpering a little bit.
I'm gonna send point at it and message.
Okay.
And be like, you need help, friend. Just reply in your mind.
Yes, I don't know where I am. I'm worried that I don't even know what's going on.
They want you to fight.
I can't fight.
How old are you?
I guess 8 years.
I turn to I think Alomah. I think you're probably right nearby. I need to help him. It called out to me and asked for help. I don't think I can say no.
Alomah would just probably look up. Look up as though looking up to Lunera, you know? Just be like, it's a lot of money for the orphanages. And then just turn to Bolt and say, what do we do?
You'll see. Wait for my signal.
Okay. At this point, the ding 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 starts, and the imp rushes forward, but it's actually the fairy dragon that gets sacked first, and it is going to do what fairy dragons do best, and it is going to exhale a puff of smoke as soon as the imp gets close enough to it. So it's going to make a saving throw here. Wop-a-bum. But that does not appear to do anything, unfortunately. Yep, so instead and then it is going to be the imp's turn next, unless you want
Yep,
to...
I'm going to cast...
Would you roll
fog.
me initiative, actually?
Sure.
If you're going to be participating in something.
Sure. 17.
17, okay. Yeah, technically you act next.
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to out from... And I had the fog come rolling in like behind the fairy dragon and
Okay, it's about a 20-foot circular arena kind of thing.
yeah,
So.
I can feel it.
Okay. Are you trying to do this subtly, or are you just full on?
I want to try to do it subtly if possible.
Okay. That would be a
under
deception
under
or a
the roar
sleight
of
of
the-
hand, because you
I'll
don't have
sleight of hand.
subtle, and I think this has a verbal component to it as well.
Oh, and so-
Yeah.
The verbal is.
Yeah.
But
Oh
it's
my
very,
goodness, what's that? That's my verbal component.
It's very loud
Yeah.
in here.
Those aren't magic words.
Let's see here.
They work.
It doesn't say that they have to be magic words. Yeah.
Cool. I have advantage on sleight of hand because of my cloud rune.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
These are clowns.
Nat 20
At 20.
plus 6,
Nice.
26.
Yeah. So you manage to get it right when the fairy dragon exhales.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the fog is part of it, and everybody kind of gives a cheer at first, but then the fog starts billowing around in the arena, and nobody can see what's going on. and so they kind of start like murmuring a little bit.
And then, so that would be. Is it like a surprise round, one action, or do I get my movement and stuff as well?
You get your movement and stuff as well.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and move in.
So you are like jumping up, hopping over.
I'm gonna hop over the.
Okay. Again, like you need to roll me another deception check for this because if you want to.
I'll cast guidance
Okay.
on Bolt, so we get an extra D4.
That cow is ready to go.
It's like, oh god! I haven't been milked all day.
14.
14. Okay. I'll just roll a. All right. So a bolt jumps on in, slips on through. Alomah, did you roll the guidance as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alomah, kind of like as you're going, you kind of give a little bit of a moon's blessing, and you are inside the arena.
And I want to
There's been no reaction. So
go
far
to
as
the
well.
fairy dragon.
Okay.
What's the crowd doing at this point?
The crowd is like all peering in, and there's like murmurs
They're all
and
still
kind of.
sitting down though.
Because it's
Yep.
heavily obscured, so.
Yeah, they're like a few are standing up trying to peer in, kind of thing, and you can hear the announcer go, "Well, that's not very fair. Don't worry, folks. We'll get this smoke cleared out of here in just a moment. We can see what's going on."
I'll kind of stand up and make my way over to like the fairy dragon side of the arena, just on the outside,
Sure.
so that I can be a little bit closer.
All right, give me an initiative roll for you as well for future, but we'll have you move in there. Okay, so you are in the arena now. You walk up to the fairy dragon, and you actually you see the outline of the imp as well as it's basically coming in. We'll say that you can get within 5 feet of each of them.
I'm going to try to pick up the fairy dragon.
So you've used your action and your movement this turn, so I'm gonna say that I'll have to wait till next turn.
So as I get close to it, I'm going to go, come on, friend, and reach out to it.
Okay. The imp is going to try and
Bonus action, smack the
you can. It doesn't do anything, but he is going to try and he just has dark vision, so this will be disadvantage as he tries to sting at the fairy dragon. He is going to hit, actually.
And the fairy dragon is dead. Oh well, we tried. We got our money. Everybody wins.
So that's an initial.
Observe the fairy dragon.
That's
He just
an
poofs
initial
back into the starting
4
zone.
damage.
He'll respawn.
Yeah.
It's someone familiar that got stolen.
Yeah, exactly.
He just poofs right back into Hollow Ben Sanctum to see Bubbles. Just right there.
Yeah. Bosco's like, what? Let's go. Oh, okay.
So, Bolt, you're reaching out your hand. The fairy dragon looks like it's trying to shift its colors to kind of blend in a little bit, and it's just about to jump into your hand, and a stinger comes out and slams into its neck, and it drops unconscious.
Oh no.
I shouldn't laugh.
It did not go well. So then it is. Sorry, what was your initiative, Alomah?
15.
15. Okay. So we're going to go back up to the top of the round here. Bolt, you're actually up. What would you like to do at this point?
I want to scoop up the fairy dragon.
Okay.
And I want to. Can I check and see if it's still alive?
Yes, you can.
I just had a really good
Give me a medicine check.
What's that?
I just had a really good idea.
11.
I hope it's
11?
a really good idea.
It looks like it is dying. It is not dead yet, but it looks unconscious, and that pierce definitely came with you can see oozing poison in the neck hole. So it is not doing well.
Okay. I'm going to take out the Scepter of Stolen Magic,
Okay.
which has 1 charge left.
Okay.
And then it's gone. And
And
it
then-
takes my Cure Wounds with it
Mhm.
forever.
Yep.
And I'm going to use it to bonk
Okay.
it on the head and use the Cure Wounds.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit the scepter. You can feel all the rest of your magic fade from it.
Yep.
The scepter itself isn't gone. It's still in your hand.
Yeah.
But it just that it doesn't have any more charges until somebody else picks it up and succumbs to the curse. So how much is that?
That was 4.
4. Okay.
4 HP.
Okay. So you manage to pull the poison out a little bit and seal up the wound enough for the fairy dragon to open its eyes.
Are you okay, little one?
Ow. It just it says ow, but it does appear to be moving. It looks like you've stabilized a little bit.
Hang on tight, and I put it in the bolt yarn and
Okay.
Start moving back towards the wall.
Okay. Alomah,
Okay.
you said you wanted to do something here.
Could I see what happened?
No, because fog's kind of obscuring everything at this
Heavily
point.
Yeah, it says heavily obscured. So.
So I couldn't see Bolt moving in there or anything.
Like,
will-
there's like vague shapes, but nobody can really tell. Like,
You saw me
what's,
like go over the edge.
Mhm. So you do notice that there is a man in robes like that's being led over by the bookie that you made the bet with, and it looks like he's getting ready to cast like a gust of wind spell to
Okay.
dispel the fog.
I'm going to ready my action.
Okay.
Count as well.
No, to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
As soon as that guy that I noticed getting ready to cast a spell
Okay.
does whatever it is that he's doing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I think you would have had enough speed to get out of there.
Yeah, because the arena, you said it was
Yeah.
like 20 feet, so
I
I'd have
need-
more than enough to get
I need
out,
one more deception check from you.
to get over the wall.
Basically, to get out without anybody noticing that you like are coming out of the fog bank,
Okay.
because this is a crowded area. And you said you had
14.
You have advantage on it, right?
No, I have advantage on sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That's right. 14.
14.
Okay. Roll here. Okay. So you slip out of the fog, like Alomah, you're standing there, you see Bolt kind of slip out and land next to you. The guy to your left kind of gives you a weird look like, huh? But then the mage finishes casting and kind of takes all of the smoke and throws it up towards the upper levels kind of thing. And then
As soon as he does, I cast Minor Illusion to have like a dead fairy dragon like lying on the mat
Nice.
of the thing. That looks like it just got taken out.
okay, sure.
And,
Okay.
and as soon as I do, I say, "What a..." Well, wait. Let me find Alomah's voice here. Like, "My goodness, did you see that imp? He struck with such ferocity."
And there's like a quiet murmur that goes through, like, yeah, did you see that? Did you see that? And then the announcer goes, "Winner!" And everybody starts cheering, and money is exchanged, or starts getting exchanged. Some people are holding up like winning tickets and running towards the bookie, and everything. One of the attendants comes over and he leaps over as the imp kind of gives a bow to the warlock and then gives him one of these before vanishing in a puff of smoke. The other one comes over and goes down to pick up the fairy dragon.
Okay.
So this is going to break the illusion.
Yeah, I would just have it like at the same time that the imp just like disappears in whatever way he disappears. I'll just have the fairy dragon do like an imitation of like, dissolving into mist or whatever. Like that's what's supposed
Sparkles.
to happen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
He kind of like looks
Rings
around
like
a little
Sonic.
bit, and he looks over. He looks over at the wizard that is finishing up with his spell, and goes like this, and kind of points at the area. The wizard kind of cocks his head, and he's gonna roll a knowledge check to see what he remembers about fairy dragons and if they disappear into fairy dust. That's how it goes. Yeah, absolutely. That was a natural one. It's like that's exactly how that goes. Yeah. So he might be trying to.
I have it on good authority.
Yeah.
That is how they.
Fake it until you make it is this wizard's policy.
they're sort of like Jedi. As soon as
He goes home,
they
he's like,
just
I wanna
turn
win.
into Force ghosts.
Yeah. So yep.
And I kind of like whisper down, like, just keep your head down, stay in there.
Right. Yes. Of course. Thank you.
So yeah, I'll walk back over to where they are, and we'll go to the bookie as well, and be like, "Well, looks like we got lucky tonight."
That it certainly does. Congratulations. That fight was over a lot quicker than I think we anticipated. If you want to stick around for the next match, we'd be more than happy to facilitate. Good old Bossy Bessie over there is about to go up against 3 sheep at once, which is going to be an interesting time.
Dog fighting, but with farm animals. Oh, yeah.
That's not what Dallin was thinking.
Nope. She hasn't been milked all day, you know.
Right.
After
we'll be like,
Ooh.
well, where do we go to collect our winnings?
Oh, right, of course. I believe 3-1 was the arrangement. If that's wrong, I'll fix it later. I forgot what I said.
It was 3-1.
It was 3-1.
We tried to say what 10-1. I know you're like, nah.
Let me go find out about that. I'll be right back.
Thank you. And as you go, perhaps, if I may, I don't know if you have a sort of VIP room. We'd love to meet the owner. We've heard wonderful things about him.
That might be something that can be arranged. Let me find out about that as well. Please.
If you can arrange it, we might even give the house a chance to win that money back, and I'll wink at him.
Of course. Just a moment here. Give me a persuasion check, just as a formality, more than anything. Unless you critically fail.
18 plus whatever. Did you say deception?
Are you?
It's all +1, whatever it is. It's charisma,
I guess, yeah.
+1.
So, him. So he heads off. Aramis, you finally found your way to something here.
All right.
You kind of went through a bunch of different alleys. You've been asking questions. People have been like, "Oh yeah, sure." And you turn around a corner and you see two people standing there, and they have stuck knives in the ground, and they have one of their bare heels up against it, and they've kind of got their hands locked and they're pushing back and forth. There's some people around that are kind of cheering one or the other on and passing some coin around, and an orc, actually a half orc, stands up and he goes, "Who are you?"
Sorry, just a bystander. How does this all work?
Oh, well, there's two I'll
just go ting ting ting.
All right. There's two competitors. Each one it basically puts their heel up against the blade, and the first one to tap out loses. And you try to push one into the blade or the other one. Interested in betting? Participating?
Sounds barbaric.
Well, if you want, you can just leave, friend.
I'll put I'll get in on this. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you participating?
No.
Or?
And I'll just pull out some gold.
All right. Resh, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Rish.
Nice to meet you as well. How much you want to put down? This match is just about over, and you hear one person go, "Okay, that's enough. Mm-hmm. But we've got a couple
Is
dwarves
one of them
coming up next.
named Chi and the other one named Yusuke?
Yes.
We'll put let's keep it low stakes. We'll do 10 gold.
10 gold. Okay. Sounds good. Which one of these dwarves looks like your favorite?
Can I roll like a perception check or
Sure.
something to see which one
Absolutely. You
looks
can.
stronger?
Yep.
One of them's got a metal foot. No one realizes it.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The red bearded dwarf with the bald head looks far like superior in strength and ferocity than the other dwarf, who looks just more like your standard sturdy brown haired. He's got a long beard though.
Really weak heels.
Yeah. His heels look.
Oh yeah. His name is Achilles.
Yeah.
Well,
synchronizing as always.
That one's got dainty heels.
I'm just gonna start collecting these.
So I'll put 10 on red. Go get
the other dwarf gives you a thumbs up.
It's like, these heels aren't dainty. I spend my weekends in pumps.
So the competition starts, and they're kind of going back and forth. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll.
Okay.
If you haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho, put it on your list.
Oh, it's on my list. Yeah.
Because there's a knife edge fight between the main character and the other guy, and this is basically it, where they have one foot against the knife and they just beat the snot out of each other.
Nice. And the match goes on for a little while with the usual cheering and everything. So if there's anything that you'd like to try and talk about during the fight, there is plenty of time to try and weave in some information.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the kid's name.
The sister?
No, the sister was Andraste, but
Yes.
it was the son of the
Croft.
minister. Croft. That's right.
Yeah.
So I will ask Resh just about Croft, if he knows anything about him. Just say I'm looking for him to settle up on a debt that I owe.
Oh, really? You owe Croth.
Not that much, just a little bit of gold.
Okay, we're not in the usual habit of taking money from people who do owe Croth.
Well, it's all here, don't worry.
All right, if you say so. Yeah, I mean, I work for him in a tangential sort of way. Yeah, my partner, Eridrid, and he points over at yet another dwarf who's kind of just sitting in the corner, and she's just watching the match intently. I'm not paying anything else any attention. We do some, hero work there for him. Settle up some debts, actually. Though, what did you say your name was, friend?
It's Aramis.
He pulls out a small little book and he flips through and he goes,
It's not going to be on any books.
Okay, don't have you on the list, so at least I'm not coming for you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it is good for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight you. You look pretty burly.
Oh, my strength isn't in strength, my friend. And his eyes kind of flash with magic a little bit.
Well, any idea of where I can find him?
Usually he hangs out at Avandra's favor.
Avandra's favor?
Mm-hmm. That's his big gambling hall these days. Yeah.
And where might I find that?
Well, and as he's about to say it, like, the smaller dwarf, the one that you didn't bet on, goes, all right, yes, I do have weak heels. So yeah, go ahead and add an extra 10 gold. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, it was 20 gold for the trip. I'd never told you that, so
okay.
Yep. So
I
you'll have to minus that 20.
I'll just minus 10. Then.
Yep, minus 10, and you're good there. But he does give you some quick directions there, and he says, "If are you just passing through then, friend?"
Yes, just here for the day.
Okay. Where do you usually hail from?
Oh, well, I'm a bit of a nomad. A
Okay.
little bit of everywhere. A pilgrim, if you would.
Yeah, sort of the nothing to tie you down type, huh?
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Well, good luck. Have a good one.
Toodles. Not to sleep.
So, as you turn to leave, I'm actually going to make you roll me a quick check. Here.
Okay. Hopefully I don't get shanked in the back by Resh.
He's going to arrest you.
He's gonna throw a Spidey tracker on you.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that's cocked. My dice. 15? Kind of timidly. I'm going to add one of these in there.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay. You hear him kind of mutter something, and you feel like a little bit of like the grip of something kind of surround you, but then it just kind of you shrug it off, as it were, and there's like this moment of tense silence from behind you.
Just turn around and just glare at him.
I just turn around and throw. What do I have that I can throw? Oh, man. Why did he have to do that? Let me look at my equipment really quick. I might not have anything to throw, actually.
Zolos is like, yeah, you know what? Side quest.
Let's see. I have an extra short sword. Can I throw an extra short sword?
I mean, you could. It's not.
Oh, no,
gonna
I
be
have a
with-
hand axe. I
you
do have a hand
hand
axe.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's tucked away somewhere. So I'll act like I'm kind of just like confused, but really I'll be kind of like fumbling to find the pouch and then just turn around and just 1, 2, 3 throw.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get into combat here. Then.
Okay.
So just a moment while I set that up. And we're gonna do Theater of the Mind for this one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because I have to get rid of
Colby, will you pull
everybody.
that chair out so that if he comes down, he can go down it?
Ignore the rolls. D&D Beyond is crashing on my tablet currently.
Do.
Decided to try and roll when I meant to click equip.
Yeah.
Well, if I was intimidating, I got a 27. If you know, in case there's an intimidation check.
Good to know.
That actually is my best stat. I think it's because of Zolos. Thanks, Zolos.
Thanks, Zolos.
Thanks, Zoloft.
Now I can sleep without fear of my own mind.
Hey, your own mind can be pretty scary.
Oh yeah, super scary.
Okay. All right. First of all, give me your initiative.
19? Oh, wait, 22.
22. And what's your dex bonus?
Plus 5.
Why did I put you there? No. Okay. All right. So your hand axe attack. What was that?
That's gonna be... That is an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit. Okay.
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
proficient in hand axes.
yeah. So like you spin around and you throw the axe, and he kind of ducks to the side, and he goes, "It didn't work." And so the everybody else starts scattering, picking up what coins they can, except for the dwarf in the back. And she's gonna stand up and she's gonna grab like a mace and a shield, and she's gonna start marching towards you. But it is your turn first in this formal combat, my friend.
Okay. I'm going to go, wait, and like get down on my knees.
Okay.
Pretend. Vic, just hear me out. Take me to Avondra's Hall. We'll call it all settled.
Yeah, no, that's not how this works.
Trust me. What was his name again?
Resh.
No, the
Croth.
Croth is really gonna want me in good condition. You'll get in a lot of trouble if this is heard at all.
Here's the thing, friends. We don't really care about you getting to Croth at all. So... And he's going to go like this, and he's going to lightning bolt you.
Crap. Okay.
She.
No, not the
I thought you
fighter,
said it
the
was-
orc.
I thought
The,
you said it was
the
the-
fighter is getting up. The dwarf gets up.
Okay, so
but,
they're both there.
Yeah, they're both there.
Okay.
So I need you to roll me dexterity saving throw, please.
Lightning bolt. Actually, I'm going to give you my inspiration.
Okay.
How dare you, sir?
I like the hand axe. That was good.
13 on my dex save.
Hey, that does
This
not
dice is going away.
succeed.
This isn't Dice Joe.
2, 4, 6,
You need your Yahtzee cup.
8. Yeah.
It's alright, it's in line for the character if I just get the shit kicked out of me.
Take 32 lightning damage.
Oh my gosh.
As he just like full on
Lightning
like
bolt.
blasts you, it hits the back wall, like goes right through you, and then because your turn was just like trying to negotiate with them, the other one is going to go, and she is going to come up and let's see. Let us see what she does here. Sorry, just making sure I've got this right. Yeah, so she's going to come up and she's going to take the mace, and as she brings it around, you can see kind of this purple glow, and it's almost like another one of hers kind of following behind.
Oh no.
As she hits you for...
Crack, crack.
Crack, crack. The first of her 3 attacks is going to be a 23
That'll
to
hit.
hit. Okay, and then I'm going to
I'm
roll.
gonna just die in Meadstead in some gutter.
Whatever happened?
7 bludgeoning damage and 22 force, or psychic damage, sorry.
So
29 total.
I'll find
Yep.
a note from Aramis. It's like, I've gone back to my home planet.
Okay, I'm still alive, but
Second attack is a 19 to hit.
that hits. That's my
Okay.
AC.
So that first attack slams into your head because you're still kind of reeling from the lightning. The other one does 28 damage
Okay,
total.
I am unconscious.
Yep, and then that second one hits, and you just fall unconscious.
All right, perfect.
Meanwhile, back at the fighting ring, you guys watch as 3 bloodied sheep are pulled from the ring, and a very angry looking cow is just
A mad cow.
very mad cow is just breathing out, and it's just that was horrific. That it was completely one-sided. The sheeps looked like they almost tried to just like beg for their lives at one point, and then that cow just went off on them all.
This is very disturbing.
Sorry to interrupt your wonderful viewing, but Croth would like to say hi, actually, if you wouldn't mind following me.
Is Victor still around?
No, Victor actually has followed the guy that had the bounder that he was kind of talking to, the bounder farmer that had kind of been in a match. He followed him out because...
Do I know anything about fairy dragons? Do they need to breathe? Or can I put them in a bag of holding?
Go ahead and give me a nature check. Technically they're a dragon, so yeah, nature probably would be the closest.
While he's doing that, I'll say to the guy, like, and
15.
what about our winnings?
They shall be in the VIP suite as well.
Excellent.
15's enough. You know that fairy dragons don't, or they have to breathe. Like, there is no, yeah. However, like, you'll kind of look into the papoose, and the fairy dragon's not there. You can still feel the weight of it, but you can't see it.
Oh, good. Sweet.
Okay. So yeah, you two are led into a quiet room.
Hopefully nobody tries to chest bump me.
Yeah. Yeah. Both of you are led into a quiet room. The door closes, and you can still kind of see like a two-way mirror view of the arena down below, where they're scraping up the rest of the sheep, blood and wool, getting ready for the next match, trying to drag Bossy Bassy off.
Just two gnomes with shovels.
Yes, like, and galoshes.
Terrible.
And there is an Aarakocra man sitting there. There are two of those burly man-maids off to either side of him, just kind of standing at attention. Yeah.
Oh, man-maids. I thought it was man-made.
Yep.
It was like,
yeah.
What is that? What?
And
They're man-made.
Man-maids. Gotcha.
Let me give you a brief description of Cross.
Aramis would be super into this place. He's so sad he's not here.
String of bad luck, friend.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he has a lot of like red plumage. He looks very Robin-like. He's wearing kind of a bandolier with a bunch of different vials stuck into it that look like they're containing different liquids. But other than that bandolier, he's very much wearing like a very nice doublet, a very nice outfit that befits one of his station, considering he's the son of the current minister of Meadstead. And he gives you a smile and he goes, "Please have a seat. Your winnings are in that chest there. I thought there were 3 of you, though."
Yes, our companion seems to have got caught up with something else.
He went to see a man about a bounder.
Well, I suppose it'd be all right for you to take his winnings. Though if I find out that he wasn't a part of your group, things might get a little...
That's completely understandable.
Of course, don't worry about it. We're confident that there will be no trouble.
Good. Wonderful. Well, please, feel free.
Thank you.
And if you open up the chest, there are 900 total platinum pieces in there. So, which is 3,000 gold each.
Yeah. Okay. We'll spend some time divvying it up, and then I'll take the pig and.
Yeah. If you throw him into I think they can do 100 coins an hour or something like that. So you can throw him in the chest and you can start gobbling it up. And he goes, "I love those things.
They are very handy, yes.
Indeed. We have they're
very handy.
We have a whole room where we let them run around and play in a little bit. It's quite fun.
It sounds positively adorable.
It is. I'm Croth, in case you weren't aware, though I assume...
We were.
Yes.
I'd heard so much about you that I wanted to meet you face to face.
And
I am
to
Bolt.
whom do I have the
This is
pleasure?
Alomah.
Bolt and Alomah. Nice to
Alomah.
meet you. Very interesting characters that we have today. I've seen plenty of Kitsune around recently, but I don't think I've ever seen one of you.
I hear there's an
Pretty
elf
unique.
in town.
Yes, just outside, actually. They don't really come into town, but they've been trading it a little bit, from what I understand.
It's not causing any trouble, I hope.
No, they're always good people. We like to trade with any earth that comes around, for sure. How can I help you today? It seems like there's a reason for this meeting, since you did ask for it.
Yes. We're actually looking for an acquaintance of a friend of ours that has hired us. And all of our investigation, per se, has led us to you.
Oh. Am I a suspect? Or am I just a person of interest?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
And who is it that you're looking for?
We're looking for a young... what are they called? Not Lake Elf.
Sea Elf?
Sea Elf. We're looking for a young Sea Elf named Andraste.
Yes. The maid, or the waitress over at Meadstead's Finest. I was actually very sad to hear that she had disappeared. She does owe me, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and one of the manmaids lowers like a book down to him, and he flips through it a little bit, and he goes, 370 gold pieces.
We did hear that she had come into some recent troubles gambling.
Right. And I'm assuming, based on the reason why you're here with full gear on, you might think that I'm the one who made her disappear, as it were.
Well,
The thought had crossed my mind.
I wouldn't jump to any conclusions. We, as members of the Wayward Watch, always like to be prepared wherever we go.
Right.
You can never be too careful, as
It's very true.
indicated by your manmaids.
Yes. They are
Those
the
are some
best that money
fine-looking
can...
lederhosen.
Yep, best that money can buy, that's for sure. I will go ahead and dispel any notions here. I have no idea where Andraste is. I have never...
Can I insight check?
Yeah, absolutely you can. I have never...
too.
I may have harassed her a little bit for the cash that was owed.
Well,
That's well within
that
my
sounds
right.
great. We're
No,
sorry to bother you.
I got a 23.
Actually, he does seem pretty truthful.
Okay.
You don't detect that he's like trying to hide anything other than he's kind of a shady businessman, so there's always something to hide. But he kind of says, I really don't know what happened to her. Actually, since you're here, I was actually wondering if I could hire you for something, considering you are investigators of sorts already.
Of a fashion, yes. Can you give us any information about the last time you saw her, her whereabouts, anything maybe pertinent to trying to find her that you could?
Personally, I've never met her. I do remember sending somebody after her
Now,
a couple weeks ago.
Now, this is meta. Is that a lie? Because was it Andraste or was it...
Leah was the one that was driven out of town by him
him.
and his father. However, does that mean that... I mean, you can roll another insight on that one if you want.
Yeah. 12.
12. That one's a blatant lie. That's pretty easy because, like, if he's met Leah and had dealings with her, he's probably met Andraste too. I do remember sending a bookie after her a couple weeks ago. She seemed in high spirits and gave the usual excuses. I'll have it next week. Don't worry about it. Next week came and went, and she was gone.
Do you think she skipped town?
She might have. That is always a possibility. However, that brings me to something that worries me. And he takes his book and he sets it down. And he opens it up to probably about the last couple pages, and you can see that every name on there, with Andraste's being one of them, is kind of marked with red. And he goes, all of these are people that owe me that have disappeared in the past couple weeks. And I'm worried that somebody is trying to frame me.
Why?
Why?
Why would they?
Why would they? I have enemies in the city.
What would someone gain by framing you? I mean, obviously you own this gambling hall, but
There's a lot of territory that I basically was able to snatch up really quickly once gambling became legal, being the minister's son. I'm worried that somebody might be trying to weasel in on my territory or remove me from the picture so they can divide and conquer as they see fit. As far as who, I don't know. Who? Another Aarakocra of sorts. The evil mastermind of everything.
Yeah.
I'm also a little bit worried about my stepmother.
Okay.
A weird thing to say, but...
Does she also owe you money?
No, she is very ambitious. She married my father a couple years ago and has been trying to push her way into that side of the business ever since. Doing more and more, trying to get onto the board of directors, trying to sway the current directors. It's a very nasty situation. But I can't convince my father that she's up to no good.
And what would you like to hire us to do?
I want you to find out where these people are. And he waves his hand at the books. I need to know exactly where they were taken, if I'm being implicated at all, that sort of thing.
And why mention your mother-in-law?
Well, that's more of a concern of age. My father is advanced in years, and my new mother is quite young.
Did I say, shouldn't it be stepmother?
Stepmother. Yeah, you said mother-in-law, but
Sorry.
we get it.
Stepmother-in-law.
You think she's somehow tied up in the disappearance of these...
I don't know. But if you're looking for suspects, she's the one that I would point to first. Just because...
These chips are delicious, by the way.
They are quite good, aren't they? Yeah. They hand make them here. We have a couple gnome bakers. Oh, here they come. And there's a couple gnomes that come out through a small door, and they're carrying like a whole other tray of chips, and they take the old bag away.
Would you say they're man-made?
Yes, I would.
Gnome made.
Considering everything that is going on, though, I don't think that she's innocent in anything.
Does she seem like the type of person that would hire out to do her dirty work, or would she be one that does the dirty work herself?
Oh, she would definitely hire out. I doubt she'd be the type to get her own hands dirty.
Well,
can you give us just a second to discuss this?
I'll just be like...
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Of course.
And then, yeah, I'll just kind of pull you off towards the side and do a message. And
Yeah.
well, I guess message you can hear me saying.
It's whispering, you can whisper it.
But yeah, what do you think about taking on this job?
I don't
temporarily.
I don't necessarily relish the thought of helping out a known...
criminal.
I don't know if he's necessarily a criminal, I suppose, if gambling's legal, but...
If anything, he's a liar.
Right. A liar, and runs a sheep-killing, fairy dragon-killing racket, if nothing else. But we don't really have any other leads to find Andraste, and it's possible that if she has disappeared, that whoever it is that's caused the rest of these to disappear might be the culprits.
So my thoughts on this were we could perhaps rescue Andraste and help these others that have also been captured. But I think we owe it to Leah to at least try to negotiate for Andraste's debt, at least to be gone. And then perhaps we can convince her to come back to Salsport with us.
I have no problem with that. We just made 3,000 gold.
You mean Lunera made 3,000 gold?
Right, the orphans made 3,000 gold.
There's going to be a lot of happy orphans that know that gambling gets them everything they want in life, that's for sure.
They don't have to know where it came from. It's an anonymous donation. On behalf of Lunera.
Around this time, the door opens again, and a woman with alabaster skin and long, kind of flowing silver hair walks in. She's very beautiful, easily identifiable as an ASMR, just by the general beauty. And she stops and she goes, "Oh, Croth, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had company. And he goes, Kalmia, just come on and sit down. I'll speak with you in a second. And she heads on over and sits down. So.
All right. Good. Okay. We will take you up on this.
Excellent. Do you have a standard rate?
Normally, yes. However, I have a proposal.
All right.
If we can find out who has been taking these people and rescue them, I would like Andraste's debt to be cleared to you.
If you can find out who's been framing me, I will clear her debt. Rescuing the people is not really a big concern of mine.
I would imagine that once we find out where they're being held, that will probably help.
Yeah, that would be fine. That sounds like more than fair in order to
Now,
get my name
where
cleared.
the hell is our contract writer?
There's a you feel like a rattling in one of your pouches, and you look down and there's a contract, and there's a little note from Victor that says,
I prepared this in advance in case you needed it. Just fill it out.
Vicky, never around when you need him.
I forgot that you're calling him Vicky.
Okay. All right, we will start looking into this for you.
Do you have any leads?
I have no idea.
Just the step of them.
And the other woman kind of perks up and says, "You think Mona's behind this?" It's a thought.
Mona.
Yes. My father has been very enamored with her for no reason. I would suggest starting to look at the more shadier areas of Meadstead, rather than my reputable establishment. There's a couple.
Shadier than areas like this.
Yes, this is
Very well.
all above board, after all.
Could we get a list of the those who have been abducted as well as a description?
Yes, and he closes the book and he says, "I'll make you a separate copy," and he hands it off to somebody who goes and starts doing that for him.
We also want an extra bag of chips to go.
Of course, that is more than fair. And soon enough, you have a list of names
All right, loud.
and a bag of chips. One of which I would like to munch on as well. Yeah, that's absolutely the case. They sound so wonderful. That was what they were touted as.
No maid.
Today, for lunch. Well, the other day, Cory and I saw a TikTok where they took a handful of fries and cheese, put it in a waffle maker, sealed it up, and made hamburger buns out of it. And made hamburger. We did that for lunch today.
Yum. It's
pretty
good. Whole meal in one wrapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If there's nothing else,
I suppose we'll report back if we find anything.
of course.
Can we just find you here, or is there somewhere else you would like us to contact you?
I would talk to the bookies outside if you have any answers for me and evidence. Otherwise, I would just keep searching.
Okay. We will let you know.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay. We will head out and try to find Victor.
You head out, and as you do, like, he turns and he puts his hand on the woman's knee and starts talking quietly to her.
All right, you got that list for us?
Yeah, and the bag of chips. It was stapled to the bag of
No,
chips.
I need it in real life.
In real life, you want me to give you all these names. All right, here we go. Human names. Boric, Yorick,
Random
Doric.
name generator.
Yeah.
Go.
What's the name of the 13 dwarves in the Hobbit? Just do those.
Nori,
Loin,
Ori, Gloin, Owen,
Oin,
Biffer, Buffer, Bomber, Thorin,
Andraste.
Androsde, yep.
how many more?
Dwalin,
Keely.
Dwalin, Ballin, Feely Keely.
Ballin?
I think
Really?
we got them
Yeah.
Like he's balling?
Like
Ballin', yeah.
Ballin', yeah.
Yeah, I think we got them all.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was the name of the girlfriend?
You mean the...
Kalmea.
The
Yeah, Kalmia. The Asmar, right?
yeah.
Asmar.
Asmar.
AA. Whatever. Samar.
Asmar.
And cast a little some more.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll leave and be like, because we need to find a seedy part of town. I didn't plan on becoming a...
It shouldn't be hard, honestly.
Okay.
Right.
So as you guys go ahead and roll me some investigation checks for that, we'll cut over to Aramis. You wake up. You actually are surprised that you wake up. Your head is pounding. You are at 1 HP. You've been
Someone is literally smashing their
Stabilized.
head into something.
Yeah. And you find that your arms and legs are shackled, and you are stripped of most of your gear. You basically have like your undershirt and pants on at this point.
Well, at least I have my pants on.
Small
Such a
fingers.
glass half full guy.
Yep. You open up your eyes, kind of blink the pain away.
This one's sword shut.
Yep, that one is definitely swollen shut. You find that you're actually in a dark room. You can feel the feeling of straw underneath you. And there are other figures kind of shifting at the edge of your vision, almost like shadows dancing across your sight. And then one of them says, "You're awake then?"
Apparently.
Well, sorry that you're here, friend.
Where is here?
Not exactly sure, but we are all prisoners of the same person.
Lovely. And is that, Resh?
Yeah, him and the dwarf lady, whatever her name was again.
Alright.
Airdrid. Yep. Did you happen to see anything on your way out?
Last I remember was a back alley. Some sort of knife wrestling? I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Did you like owe anybody money?
No, I lied about that. I'm gonna start looking. Do I have that feather on me?
You do, actually.
Alright.
You kind of like start patting around trying to get a mental inventory. And yeah, you do have that single feather on you.
Look at something.
What's your name, friend?
It's Aramis. What is your name?
I'm Biffer.
Nice to meet you, Biffa.
There's a few of us around here. Most of them keep to themselves, but I've been trying to keep a mental tally of how many people are in here. With you, it's up to 15.
15?
Yes.
Where is all of our stuff?
I don't know. We were all removed our possessions as before. I was trying to leave town myself when I was attacked from behind. Didn't really get a good look at my attackers, but I've seen Resh and that dwarf woman.
Oh, well, this is just fun, isn't it?
We're all really worried. We were hoping that, if you lied about owing money, what were you doing in that alley?
Oh, I'm trying to get close to this guy called Karath. Apparently he killed my friend's friend or something. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention
Right.
for the last little bit. Kind of been out of it, doing my own thing, you know.
I mean, Kroth is a dangerous man, but I've never really known him to kill.
Well, I never met him. I don't know. But Resh, that's a killer.
Oh yeah, he is very much in that vein, isn't he?
Indeed. So, what's the plan? 15 of us, or 2 of them?
Well, if you haven't noticed, and he kind of rattles his own chains, not really much we can do when we're weaponless. There have a few other guards around as well. So we're not quite certain. Hopefully somebody realizes that too many people are disappearing and before anything happens.
Well, since we're talking about debt, is that what you're in here for?
Yeah, well, actually, it's not why I'm in here, but it was why I was leaving town.
Skipping out on Kurath, I see.
Yeah, I didn't have any way to pay him. I needed to get a fresh start. I was thinking Falcon Crest or something might be a good place for somebody like me. Maybe I'd try Pilfer.
You could try that. Do you know everyone who's with you in this company?
Sure, I got all their names, and he starts rattling off 13 dwarf names or so. Apparently dwarves have a really bad gambling problem in this town. So there's 13
dwarves. They can be
and he goes, and then of course there's Andraste over there.
Well, funny enough, that's who I'm here to rescue.
And then
Doing
small
a great
kind
job
of
out of it, obviously.
squeaky voice says, "You're here for me?"
Yeah, your sister, friends with some of my friends.
Oh, Leah sent you?
Indeed, that's her name. Yep.
Perfect. She goes, oh, I mean, do your other friends know you're here? And everybody kind of like murmurs a little bit, hopefully.
Okay, don't be terribly angry, but no.
Oh, well,
But we're really good at metagaming,
yeah.
so we'll be there soon.
I don't know. There could be some cool distractions.
Yeah. Look, another sheep. It's Meadstead we're talking about here. Yeah, well, maybe they'll be able to track you down.
Maybe, but I don't like being reliant on other people. We need to come up with a plan of our own.
Right.
So, who's good at what? Sound off. Let's figure this out.
Okay. So as they start to kind of give you ideas on what they're good at, most of these people are company men.
Yeah.
They're standard kind of like brew workers, porters, that sort of thing. Andraste's a waitress. She can sing, she says, but it's like it's very clear that all of these people are not fighters.
Well, this reminds me of a time. Yeah. Well, I guess I would have never told you this, so I shouldn't start with how I ever told you, but I was once in a circus, much like this. And we
A
always...
circus like this?
Well, I mean, speaking of all of us together, we're kind of a circus.
Oh, okay.
We always gave a beautiful, beautiful performance. I think we can do that here.
Oh.
I'm gonna just try and inspire everybody.
Okay,
so I'll
yeah,
use
sure.
a bardic inspiration.
Give me a persuasion or performance, I will say.
My dice hate me.
It's been so long. They're like, no.
Don't.
Let's do what did you say I could do?
Persuasion or performance.
Use all your
Same.
luck.
So
Okay.
that's gonna be a flat 10 because I can't roll. I'm gonna spend this
Okay.
13. Lucky 13.
There's like some confused murmuring about where exactly you were heading with this weird we're a circus thing, but some of them are like, okay, yeah, like what kind of performance? Is that like a dance routine?
I think you're missing the point. The point is, all of us came from all different backgrounds, all different skills, and we always did a good job.
Oh, okay,
We can do that.
right, of course. Let's start working on a plan then. Then there's some excited murmuring, and everybody starts kind of shuffling together a little bit. So you can go ahead and take a short rest while we get back to the other two. So what is your plan for?
I rolled an 18 on investigation.
I rolled a 5. 6 minus 1.
Okay, so
I believe I saw a shadier part of town over this direction.
So you guys head down through some back alleys and everything. You come around and there's a game of like several gnomes that are playing. They're playing a weird dice game where like 3 of them will throw like a bone dice against a wall, and if one of them lands outside the circle, that guy, grunts and he takes a piece of paper and he gives himself a paper cut, and then he hands it off, and then they start rolling again, and there's some coins that change hands every now and then.
This town has some very odd forms of entertainment.
It does.
And they look up at you as basically that announces your presence.
You do what you can here. I'm going to maybe go have another conversation with Aneria.
Okay. So can we backtrack just a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
So while we're walking out, I want to talk to the fairy dragon.
Okay.
Little friend, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you get back home, or you need?
I don't know. I don't know where home is.
Do you know how? Can you fly?
Of course. And the fairy dragon appears again and starts flying a little bit around, not realizing that could have been very dangerous to start flying out of your horn.
Come back here, please.
Right.
Now, Alomah, this is what is your name?
Little friend.
Little
That's
friend.
what you called me, right?
Because I didn't know your name.
I didn't have a name.
This is Littlefoot.
Well met.
Hello.
This is
It says it
Alomah.
right in your head.
Well met. And I will actually respond in Dragon and see if she speaks it.
Draconic.
She blinks a little bit. I believe fairy dragons speak Draconic. That would make sense, right? Yes. And she'll reply back and goes, "Where did you learn that beautiful language?"
It's a bit of a long story.
Oh,
But
I have time. And she flutters down on your shoulder and kind of nuzzles in a little bit.
Well, it was part of... we were doing some work for one of your kind, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've heard of Glitterbug.
No, but fairy dragons don't all know each other.
Of course. But you don't seem to know where you're from.
No, I was born a little bit ago, but I said 8 years old. But mostly I've been in that cage, moving around a lot, traded hand to hand. I spent a little time being fed grapes a lot. That one was fun, but mostly I've just been in that cage until now.
It's a long and sad life.
It wasn't too bad until the fight started.
So you don't know where home is?
No.
You don't have any family that you know of?
My mom was separated from me back, when I was early born. But
Have you dealt with the emotional trauma as a result?
what? It's trauma.
Sounds like you're dealing with it in your own way. Right. Have you ever considered mascotry as a line of work?
I hadn't. What's that?
Bolt? You looking for another pet? Doesn't look like she has anywhere to go.
Oh, we absolutely have room for you in the tower where we're from.
I mean, that'd be nice. Am I your pet now?
We'd never make you fight, and you'd have all the grapes you'd ever want to eat.
A deal.
Come in the van, kid.
Yeah, exactly. This kid doesn't know any better.
Oh, you said 2 peanut butter cups. I'm in.
All right, so we've got a pet fairy dragon.
Yes,
Well-
it is going to hang out on your shoulder, actually,
Right.
because you've been speaking Draconic.
Little friend, make sure that when there's danger, I want you to fly away and wait until the danger is gone.
Right. I can go invisible, and then she...
Yes, that is great. Do that, but also fly away.
Good.
In the meantime, feel free to make yourself comfortable. My tail is probably the fluffiest part.
Ooh. And she'll actually, still invisible, you'll feel a little tug on your tail, and she, wraps her arms around it, and she goes, "That is fluffy."
Just don't ever get happy.
Okay. So that conversation happened while you guys were turning down alleys. Now there's
So
a
you
trio
say
of-
you're going off.
Yeah, I just want to find a quiet corner, if there is one, and prepare another ritual
Okay.
divination.
You know that there's a
25%.
25% chance. Okay. So what is the question that you are asking?
It would just be, I would be like, my lady, I apologize for coming to you so often, but thank you for your help previously. We've freed that fairy dragon, and the orphanage will be a recipient of much wealth in the near future. We're looking for those who have been kidnapped, and among them, Andraste. We're trying to save them and help them. Could you guide us to where they might be being held?
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D100. I will let you roll this. You are looking for 25 or over. Remember, the double dice is the tens place, and the single dice is the ones place.
That's a 39.
39.
No, sorry, 93.
93.
Either way,
Yep.
we're good. But
Okay. So you are you're praying to her. Well, actually, I want to cut over to Bolt while you're doing your 10-minute ritual, and so we'll be right back to that. So, Bolt, what would you like to talk to these gnomes about?
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
This is
You can't play our game.
It's fine. I'm not. Well, I am interested in the game, but what are the rules?
So you throw the 3 dice. If one of them lands outside, and it's 1 through 5, you just have to give yourself a paper cut. See? And he holds up like a lot of like tiny little cuts. If it's a 6, you do that, and you have to give somebody a copper.
Okay.
But you can't play. Sorry, you don't have flesh.
This is true. It would take a lot to cut me.
Yeah.
However,
We only have the paper.
I mean, I've got. Anyway, I'm actually looking for some information,
Oh, okay.
and I'd be willing to pay you for said information, or even provide you with. And I kind of rummage around in one of these, and it's a healing potion for your paper cuts.
Oh.
If you just dump a little bit on, it would help.
That would make the game go a lot longer, and all both the other gnomes give a non. What information do you need?
Plus 50 copper.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
if you can give me information that is helpful.
Okay. What do you need?
I'm looking for some people that have gone missing fairly recently, within the last few months. I'm assuming that's probably when Croth would have told us how long,
Yeah.
right?
A couple weeks, actually.
Weeks.
Yeah.
And I'll just their names are, and I'm just going to rattle off the names, and then I'll start giving descriptions of them too.
That's a lot of different people.
Do you one at a time?
No. If you're looking for like disappearances, well, we weren't supposed to tell anybody.
100 copper, if you tell me.
So there's this pair of people that work for Croth.
Okay.
One's named Resh. He's kind of this big orc man, and the other is named Eridred. She's a dwarf, and we saw them one time taking a wheelbarrow with
What was the other one?
Resh.
No, not Rush.
Eridred. Yep.
And that's the gray skin, right?
Grace.
she was a dwarf.
She was a dwarf.
She was a dwarf fighter.
Yeah. So
She was the one who had that double whammy. saber.
right, but in the tavern, Valinat said that it was an orc and a gray-skinned dwarf.
That is correct. Yes.
Era,
I forgot. Eridred. Yep.
Eridred.
Judge Drake.
We saw them with a bun, like a wheelbarrow full of something that definitely wasn't potatoes, if you know what I mean.
Like yams or cantaloupes.
Like a body.
Oh, was it alive?
We don't know. It wasn't moving. That was like 2 nights ago. But they were heading towards the northern part of town where they've set up those warehouses. You know, the new ones.
Well, I'm not from here, so
Oh.
I'm not sure of the areas.
So that area used to be pretty much farm fields, but then a lot of it got cleared away to make room for like a temporary airstrip for airships coming in and out, and there's a couple warehouses that they.
So we've been
quickly
there
raised
because we landed.
Actually, you landed on the southern half.
Oh, okay.
That's overflow there. That's the airship
okay.
overflow.
All
Yeah.
right.
Terminal B.
Do any of you, or could any of you, show me which warehouse?
Oh, we're not supposed to go there. Sorry. Information's good, but like nobody wants to get on Resh's bad side.
All you have to do is point it out to me, and then you can leave.
I mean, you could just head north. That's pointing. See, I'm pointing.
This is true, you are pointing. However, it doesn't help me with the specific warehouse. You said there's quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We just saw them heading that direction. We don't know
You
which.
didn't follow them or
No.
anything. Okay.
No.
Fair enough. Understand, not everyone wants to be around danger. I
Yeah.
get that.
We don't like danger at
The
all. One of them
implication
says
is that
as
some
Langston-
people do like to
Yeah.
be around danger.
Like Wayward Watch.
Yeah. Sorry, that's really all the information that we have.
Okay, well.
And he holds out his hand and starts like tapping his fingers. Yeah. He wants that healing potion.
Here's the healing potion.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go ahead
And all like three of them like gather around and put their little fingers together and they start like pouring on it and oh, that feels so good. The game's gonna be able to go on so much longer now.
And then I'll give them a.
And then one of them says, "No, I gotta actually call it an hour. My wife's at home with the kids alone."
And I'll get the pig out and I'll 100 copper.
Yeah, yeah,
And just.
okay, perfect. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you finished up your divination, asking for any help finding Andraste, where she might be currently. And you feel the spell kind of coalesce, and you look up. And last time you did this, there was like that little full moon that appears before before your vision, basically, or your answer. This time it appears to be a waning, not a
Maybe like a
Givens, yeah.
three quarters.
three quarters moon. Yeah, basically. So it's a little subtle way of being like, power is limited here. Yeah. So take this with a grain of salt. And then you see basically 5 golden boxes appear in kind of a weird pattern that doesn't seem to be any sort of like normal pattern. Like it's not like 2, 2, and 1 or anything. It's just kind of, they almost look scattershot. And the moon starts kind of shining its light around the 5 of them, and then it goes to one and it stops, and it just starts shining down completely on it. And it's the one in like an upper right hand corner if you're looking at it from this
my perspective.
Yeah. From your perspective.
Were there any distinguishing characteristics about that one?
There was not. There was just 5 like similar cubes of matter, as it were, you know.
Okay.
And then like it looks like maybe there would be something more, but then Bolt comes around the corner and the vision
Dissipates it.
Yeah.
Aramis, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Right. Okay.
I've got
Suppose
some
that's-
information.
Might be helpful. As do I. What did you learn?
The little gnomes told me that they saw an orc named Resh and a dwarf named Eredred with a wheelbarrow and with a body in it. And apparently they work for Croth. And they were heading north towards the new warehouses in town.
Warehouses. Well, I just had a vision from Lunera, and it showed 5. Well, I wouldn't have called them warehouses, but now I'm thinking perhaps they were. There was one in particular that she seemed to be pointing us towards. It was in the upper right-hand area.
Can you describe what this vision looked like?
Yeah, and I'll just describe it. you
The
know.
5 boxes.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like an aerial view from above. So perhaps if we think of up is north. We could probably determine which warehouse.
Let's find the most northeastern warehouse and see if there's anything in there.
I'm good to go. I actually would like to to give one of my potions away. I'm getting a little low to see if we could find a shop nearby. Buy some. Just on the way.
Sure. Well, okay. Maybe if it's on the way, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna
nervous
keep an
about
eye
this.
out for any kind of like general goods. Where
Okay.
And where in the blazes is Victor?
or
Vicky?
Aramis.
And Aramis, for that matter. Always running off.
Cut to Victor, and he's got like camo makeup on, and he's watching the bounder guy kind of like walk towards his house, fully ready to get revenge for Eve's sake
He's in the back seat of the carriage.
with the wire. And then cut back to a dark room, and there is footsteps outside Aramis as you kind of finish up the plans, as it were, whatever your plan may be. You hear like this ka-chunk, ka-chunk, and then the door opens up, spills a little bit of light in. You can see a bunch of different like crates and boxes outside in the few moments of blinding light before a figure steps in, and he kind of just takes a basket, or not a basket, like one of those like crates, food crates, and he just drops it down, and there's a bunch of like potatoes and beets and other vegetables in there, and it goes, "Eat up." He's gonna stand up and.
Is this somebody that I've seen before? Or just
No, this is nobody you've seen before. Just a man with dark hair and a scar over his eye.
Am I shackled to the floor, the chair?
Nope.
Just like
You're just shackled to yourself, arms bound, legs bound. So you are essentially you have like a 10 feet move speed, and all checks that would require your hands are going to be at disadvantage.
How far away is he from?
He's probably 15 feet away from you at this point.
Okay.
And you were able to take a short rest, so I assumed you use some hit die to
Yes.
recover.
Yep.
Okay.
For now, we will just bide our time.
Okay. All right.
You
So-
eat a beat menacingly towards him.
It's awful. Like trying to bite into a raw beet, it's awful. But everybody else seems to be digging in, so this is probably the only food that you're going to get for a while.
Great.
Okay. So biding your time after the food is taken care of, the man is going to come over and he's going to grab the crate and pick it up, and then he's going to step backwards. He's not like turning around.
Mm-hmm.
He like steps back and he says, "See you in 6 hours." And you're just going to walk out and slam the door.
6 hours. Well,
I mean, at least they feed us.
I think I've got the workings of a plan.
Okay.
The strongest of us needs to stand. How did the door open? Did it like swing or did it like slide?
It swung outward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outward.
Yep, like inward if you're pulling it from the outside. So
Okay.
outward for you.
Okay. The strongest one of us needs to stand just off to the side of the door. When he comes in, get out of the way of the little peephole.
Okay.
And when he opens the door, wait till he sets the box down, take your chains, go behind him, and yank as hard as you can. And then we'll go from there. That's step one.
So somebody has to be tall enough to do that too.
I guess it's me. Okay.
Okay.
You're both the brains and the brawn of this operation.
That's the plan. There are no step
They're
two.
just the beat throwers.
It's, yeah.
All right. So along the way, is there anything else here?
No.
Okay.
It's good.
So along the way, you guys find a potion shop, so you're able to restock on potions.
Okay.
Pretty standard fare. It's actually probably just like a cart. It's just like it's selling healing tonics as like headache cures. And they're in the same grades as Meadstead. Like, if you have a Supreme style headache, you want a Supreme style potion.
It's the silver band I found
Yep.
out.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to buy 5 healing potions. That's 250
Okay.
gold. Do they have any graders or
Yeah.
superiors?
Mhm.
They have both?
Yeah, they have both.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do 2 superiors as well. That's fine.
Alomah, are you purchasing anything
I'll
of the
just
cart?
buy
Or
a single something from the trolley, dude.
something with a trolley?
I'll just buy a single healing potion, just
Okay.
a standard.
Sounds good. And then you are noticing that this area is a lot more like sailory types. This is sort of the kind of the docky area. The airships are are frequent here. There's a lot of different people that are walking around in basically sailor's gear, that sort of thing. And you do eventually find the set of warehouses that the gnomes described. And there are 5 of them that are kind of scattered about this field, and they look like they've been not hastily put together, but they're definitely, they almost look like temporary structures rather than anything permanent.
Yeah, I would like to see if I can determine, based on Alomah's description of which one's north, find that one, find that building.
Yeah, and to the most upper right.
Yep. So yeah, based on that, you do find there is one that would be considered, like if you were to get an eagle eye view, there would be one that would be considered the upper right.
Little friend,
Yes.
I'm going to describe
And it
the
appears
layout.
on top of Alomah's head.
Would you do us a favor and fly up above these and look down on those 5 buildings? And is there one? And I'll kind of make sure that I'll draw like a, in the dirt or something. And be like, make sure this building is in this area.
Right.
If that looks correct.
Yeah, I can do that. And then she kind of leans down and forward.
And also tell us if there's anyone shuffling around outside, guarding the place, etc. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
And she's actually going to lean down and forward and kind of curl her head so that her eyes are facing towards you, but her head is upside down. She goes, "You have pretty eyes." And then she's going to flutter off into the air.
Is that Draconic?
Yeah. Technically, she can only speak Draconic. She can... Telepathy should only be in Draconic for her, but you can understand her telepathy because, like, I'm assuming
I still have the tattoo, the wolf tattoo or whatever from Clearbug.
Yep. Yeah, and you have the Wand of Fairy Mischief, so...
I need my purple binder.
So she leaves for a few minutes while you guys are finishing up with potions, maybe grabbing a bit of food. There's a nice, like, frog leg stand nearby that you can grab some
Aramis
stuff from.
is like languishing in squalor, and we're just like, oh, it's good money.
Yeah. Hey, as far as we know, he's fine. He's off doing his own thing.
That's alright.
Yeah, he does this frequently.
Just a montage of us like
him and Victor
taking in the
just
sights.
randomly.
Like, should we take a tour of the brewery?
You're on a roller coaster.
all just trying on dresses.
You're getting a blow drying.
Yep.
Just like
I'm getting-
fur is blowing out
Yeah,
everywhere.
I'm totally getting oh, what do they call those? There's bars. They have like
It's like a
Alomah's getting a perm.
No,
Well,
it's like a dog wash.
yeah, it's like in the Wizard of Oz when they're like when the Cowardly Lion is like all getting like curls and like bows and all of his like fur and stuff like that. It's totally...
I have never seen the Wizard of Oz.
You've never seen the Wizard
I've
of
never
Oz?
seen the Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
I mean,
That's crazy.
by today's standards, it's pretty subpar, but
Yeah,
it's a classic.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fun.
But yeah, it takes a couple minutes. You guys are basically like you guys are taking your time investigating this, right? So it's not going to be, we'll say about 6 hours or so as you guys have been investigating and everything. And eventually, little friend does come back over, and she'll land right on your shoulder and just start conveying the information. She's like, "Yes, there's
we want to scout.
There's a warehouse there. There were a couple people moving in and out. There was one at the door, kind of looking at everybody angrily."
We have to keep sending her back. Be like, okay, what did that one look like?
And
I forgot.
I forgot.
Okay.
Just a second.
It's
Yeah.
like Groot trying to get
Yeah, you're trying to get the...
I'm Groot. I'm Groot.
bringing back a
I'm
thumb.
Groot.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you get that thumb?
Okay. So you guys have a warehouse that kind of matches the description, or at least the location that live in Aneria gave you.
Well, Bolt, neither of us have ever been one for subtlety.
Through the front door, then.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you guys start marching
Also-
there.
That's a 10 wisdom. So
Yep. So
remember, I'm
again,
Conk.
yeah, it's been about 6 hours at this point. Aramis, you've been pretty much spending this entire time counting, right? If about 6 hours is when they said they were going to come back, you've been literally counting the minutes as they tick by. and it is just about that time.
All right, I will position myself, hopefully in a spot where when they slide the peephole open, that I'm out of view enough that I can get some.
I know this has been very hard for you tonight, but roll me a stealth check, please.
All right, I got it.
I was just gonna say.
I'm not using that dice or this dice. Okay,
You don't have
here we go.
disadvantage because you don't have your armor on.
I didn't realize I have Pass Without Trace. That would give us a flat 10 to our stealth checks. Maybe we could have tried it.
Stealth.
What's your wisdom, though?
14.
Really high.
Oh, see? You'd be wise enough to realize that. I would have been like, through the front door. Sounds great to me.
I'm just ready to throw some fireballs.
So,
Okay.
the slat opens. There's a glance around. It closes, and then the door swings open, and the guard steps in. All right, and he sets the food
Yeah, as soon
down.
as he does that bending motion, I'm going to go behind him and just
Give
yank
me
up
an
and-
attack with advantage because you are essentially stealthed at this point.
There we go. Oh, thank God it was advantage. That is just like an unarmed strike.
Yeah, just use your strength modifier.
25.
25. Okay. Yeah, you definitely wrap it around his neck. And now I need you to just roll me a. We'll just call it a D6. Would you?
Yeah. 2.
2. Let me just.
You cut his head off.
How many minutes can somebody hold their breath again?
Oh boy, it's con
modifier or something.
It's like
Plus
a minute,
something. It's like a flat. I think it's a minute plus con mod.
Okay.
It's actually like a
It's
sort of
way too long.
unrealistically
Yeah.
long amount.
It's like
of
people can
time.
hold their breath for like 14 minutes.
Yeah.
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 That's I'm kind of using that as the
one
basis.
plus your con modifier.
1 plus con. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of using that as the basis for this.
If
Basically,
they have a negative, it's only 30 seconds.
yeah, you're basically choking somebody
Yeah,
out.
I mostly just wanted to kind of like pull him away, and then as I am choking him, I'm going to tell everyone, run.
Okay.
And just
All right.
cause chaos.
Yeah. So you everybody starts getting up and running as fast as they can in shackles.
Yep.
They start rushing out the door. You hear shouts of alarm, and the one in your grip actually falls unconscious.
Okay, sweet. Does he have keys or...
Give me a
Weapons
quick investigation
or-
check. Let's see what you can find.
16.
16. You don't find any keys on him.
Okay.
Actually, you do find one key, but it's to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No big deal.
You find a short sword
Okay.
and a dagger, and then you actually do find he has a short bow on his back with a quiver of arrows.
All right. I will snap his bow and take the short sword.
Okay.
Sword. Good.
What about the dagger?
No, I'm just going to take the sword.
Okay. Short.
SS.
I keep
So-
doing SWSH.
Yeah. So you grab
Yeah,
that.
English is hard sometimes.
He also has a pouch of 10 silver
yeah,
on
I'll
him.
take the pouch.
Okay.
And I'm running out after everybody.
Okay, so you're running through these corridors. There's shouts going up. You come around the corner into this kind of expansive warehouse that has a bunch of boxes in it, and you see all of the other, which is 13 dwarves and Andraste, who is she's a sea elf. She kind of has that same tiger stripe pattern that you saw on Leah. It's blue with the teal tinge, and she has kind of her long hair is a mess, and she looks like she hasn't eaten well in days or slept well in days. And they are all stopped because they're staring at Resh and Eredred, and let's see here, 1, 2, 3 other thugs in uniform, or not uniforms, but studded leather.
Did
And-
I see where any of our equipment or anything like that was being...
No, you don't. Well, actually, as you come around the corner, as you're standing there, you see you're kind of in this open area that they've cleared a bunch of boxes away, and there is a place for your equipment that's in the corner. That basically, your pack and all of your weapons and stuff are kind of been piled there, they were kind of going through it a little bit, but just left it off to the side.
Okay.
And Resh kind of crosses his arms and he goes, "Clever, not like we've ever seen a jailbreak before, though." At that point,
We just do Aragorn style.
yeah, you hear a guard at the front go, hey, wait a minute, and then and then the doors like slam open and everybody turns their head to look at it, and we're gonna go ahead and get into combat here. Get combat started, so we'll set that up and we'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and reveal the battle map here tonight. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Aramis, you are right there in the middle. That is there we go.
Sorry, that was Dallin's other character.
That's Dallin's old character. That is Resh, actually, is being played by Akio tonight.
Okay.
And then the dwarf lady is the one that is unpainted there. We are not representing the others because they are just like
14 others.
Yeah, they are literally just going to be running and hiding at this point. And then as far as it goes, you've just got these 3 bandits and the 2 there, plus obviously the other 2. You took out one of the guards on your way in, and then you choked one out as well, which means...
Yeah, Alomah and I just both like, as we walked past the guard, we're both like, gunk on the head, and he's just...
He goes like this and spins, and then you walk in and finish him off on double boink.
Double boink.
Double boink.
I think I jug him too hard.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Well, I'm gonna use a epic die to try to get something more than a 1. So a 7.
Alrighty.
It's a little better.
Sorry, just a second.
It's the best you could have hoped for.
Yeah.
Bolt.
7.
You said 7.
Yep.
Aramis.
18.
18. Alomah.
10.
And Alomah, would you also roll me your wheel and woe for today so we know which one it's going to be?
What will it be?
Ha.
It's even. That's wheel, right?
Yep.
Wheel.
I
Whoa,
believe
whoa,
that's
whoa.
wheel.
This is not my Batman glass.
I'll just double check that.
I really gotta finish painting the rocks and stuff.
Here we go. Wheel even. Yep. So that gives me essentially lets me add a d6 to a roll.
Okay.
Saving throw, an ability check, or an attack roll with my reaction.
Do you want these marked, or do you just want to go by colors?
We'll
got,
just go by colors.
Like, kind of a aqua, green, black.
Aqua, green, and black. Okay.
Yeah.
White cloak and unpainted.
Aqua, teal, I don't know, whatever.
Bluish
green.
Bluey.
Ocean.
Okay.
No, that's a dog.
So,
Don't kill that dog.
the first one to go tonight, we're going to cut this so that we just have the music going on, is actually Wretch. And he is going to back up and say, "Take them all!" And as he does, he kind of waves his hands around, and you can see this shimmering field appear and wrap around him, and in a kind of a 10-foot radius. So he's going to go up onto those stands over there.
Right here?
Yep. And he's going to wrap himself in that field. And that is his turn. Aramis, it is your turn.
Okay.
Now,
so I'm still chained.
that red bag, you're still chained. That red bag is your... Yep. And then
Supplies.
roll me a quick perception check, would you?
Yeah.
Supplies. That's what we yelled. Okay. Surprise.
Perception, that's a 9.
9?
Rolling so bad.
Okay, yeah, you just see the back.
Okay.
And you are still shackled, so your speed is 10.
Okay, well, I will just move 10 feet towards... Ka-ching, ka-ching,
Okay.
and go right there.
Do you want to dash and double
Oh,
move?
yeah, obviously.
Or you can take the dodge action. I will let you... I'll offer that instead.
I have... No, I'm going to
Okay.
dash over there.
Okay. So you basically start rifling through the bag and pulling things out. You can grab your sword, I would say, as a minor action, and drop the other short sword, or just transfer it to another hand. Obviously, two-handed combat is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, I'll just grab my resonant blade for now.
Just do this.
And that's I mean, can I already used my action to double move, so I can't like make an attempt to try and break out this round.
No, yeah,
Okay.
you can't make the attempt
Alright.
to break out. I mean, if you wanted to only move 10, you could try. Well, you could try with the short sword you currently have to see if you could break the lock.
No, it's okay. I'll get my resonant blade. I feel like that is going to be more helpful
Okay.
in this situation.
Sounds good. The dwarf is going to go next, and she's going to say, "You can't be here." at the same time that she is going to swing her hammer forward, and as she does, 3 psychic versions of the hammer are going to appear and streak towards Bolt.
Is it magic missile?
Nope. This is 3 attacks. The first one is a natural 1.
Because my Mizium armor just negates it.
Wow.
The second one is a 13.
Mizium armor?
Adamant. No.
No.
No, it's Mizium. Yeah. The last one is a 19 to hit.
No, it's actually my Brooch of Shielding, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
Brooch of Shielding just negates.
Yeah, magic missile.
If none of them are 22 or higher,
Okay. Yeah, so all 3 of them, you kind of bring your shield around and it just ting, 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 all 3 of them slam into it. No damage is done. And she is actually going to... She's actually going to move 20 feet towards me, please. Yep. And just kind of lock her shield in front of her and wait right there. Then we've got Aqua, we'll call him. Aqua's going to run up onto the steps. One more forward, and they're going to
This way?
Yep, they're going to take a couple shots at Bolt with their short bow.
Okay.
So that's a 16 and lower. So again, you're kind of just like taking the brunt of all of these shots as they start
Yep.
coming in.
Yep, I come bursting through the door, shield raised, and it just.
Captain America style.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Alomah, you're up.
Except for it is not Alomah quite yet.
I'll say that when he's up.
Yes.
When it's his turn.
You're gonna hold your free
hold
action.
I'm gonna hold my free action until it's right before his turn.
It's actually going to be the black hooded bandit there, and they're going to run around behind Aramis and try and make a duo of attacks on him because they see
Right
him
here
going
or right here?
right there. Yep. So first of all, the first one is I'm rolling better against you than I do against Scott tonight apparently. That's usually the other way. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You used up all your luck DMing last week, man.
I did.
Take 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he comes around with his dagger, but that is a natural 1. Would you roll me an acrobatics check, please?
Crit. Even though you can't crit, but. So
You got a
that's-
20?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
27.
So the first hits you, and he's coming around with the dagger, and you go like this, and it snaps your chains.
Nice.
And so your arm
Fun.
chains are released.
Oh, you're screwed now.
Mommy. And now you can go ahead and say it's Alomah's turn.
Alomah, you're up.
Still says loading character for
Could you
you.
hand me the fireball circle, please?
But I want a lightning bolt.
Your character is still loading, so it looks like you're making death saves on mine. Like, I don't know what's going on here. But, yeah.
Alright.
Ah,
Mine.
I could just. Oh, that guy moved. Dang it.
That's okay. Hit 4 of them.
Alright.
Okay.
So, yeah, Alomah's just gonna run in, look up, and be like, Aramis, what are you doing here? No matter. And just throw out a big moon ball.
A lunar ball. What
Lunar
what
ball.
spell level?
4th level.
4th level.
It's not as hot as the sun, but it reflects the heat.
Brightly.
Moonlight.
Okay, so that's 96, and they gotta make a dex save of 19.
Okay, let's see here.
Where's your fireball d6s, man? You gotta have
I
you need
know. You need, like...
So the dwarf does not make her save.
I would give you 96s, but it's probably going to give you bad luck. So
they're cursed now. Did you use them for DMing?
yeah,
That's why. You can't. You gotta have separate
I
dice.
gotta buy new dice, guys.
Them's the rules.
I
don't
tried
make the
to roll,
rules.
and it just
Evander
like,
makes the
reloaded
rules.
my...
Yeah.
page.
Sorry, what was the total that was
Maybe
needed?
maybe D&D Beyond's having trouble.
It might
19?
be.
I think
Yeah,
it is.
19 dex.
Okay. So the dwarf does not make her save. Green does not make his save. Aqua makes his save, and we'll get to the orc here. So 33. Okay. So You notice that they are rogues, so they are actually taking half damage on a failure, except for the dwarf. She'll take the full 33.
Okay.
And the one that succeeded does not take any damage. The other, so green was going to take, what's 33 cut in half? 16?
16.
Yeah.
16. Okay. So the...
It's CC.
Hmm?
It's two backwards C's.
Oh, okay. So the lunar blast slams into everything. Every flammable object in that area needs to catch fire, as is your right as a fireballer. I got these out specifically because I knew this was coming.
So I think this guy.
Yep.
This guy.
You're blocking off the entrance again.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Well,
it
yeah, we'll
didn't
do
hit
there.
these.
Okay.
It might have hit this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it right here,
That
or was
might
it
be
closer
it.
to that?
Probably, yeah, closer to that.
So the
maybe
crate,
just
like
this.
right next to Aramis's bag, please light that on fire.
Or the barrel, you mean?
Yeah, the
that
barrel,
one?
This
Yep.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But you do notice that it slams into the shield that the wizard put up,
Okay.
that this Resh put up, and it just dissipates against it. Doesn't affect him at all.
Then I'm going to use Starry Form as a bonus action.
Okay.
And make an attack against this guy.
All right.
And I'm going to.
Aqua?
I'm gonna try.
Aqua.
Aquaman.
I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna hit him, if I do hit him, I guess, and I'm gonna try and pull him into the fire.
Okay. One more thing, Aramis.
Yeah.
Reminder that you do not have your armor on.
I just took it off.
Just making sure you were.
Yes, my AC is now only a 15.
Okay, that is.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah.
That's better than my druid at, at level 3. It's like
12
11.
or 11.
Yeah.
That's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And wow, it's been so long since I've. Okay. I'm trying to remember. It's a D8 plus the bludgeoning damage. So that's 13 damage.
13 damage.
And then I'd like to move him.
Okay, yeah, he's going to be
Forward
right in that
if I
fire
can.
square, so you can move the fire off and then just. We'll
Like-
we'll remember it's there. So on his turn, he's going to start taking some burning.
Sweet.
I need to make some
You're
little
going to
like
catch fire.
1-inch rings of a little bit of
Yeah,
fire.
condition.
You could- yeah. Well, I don't know if they have.
You have a tiny fire thing, but anyway, Bolt, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Let me get thing. Right here. No, that'll work.
It's the same size.
On these 4, or these 3.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is a dexterity saving throw for that one as well.
Yep, 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a burning or on fire.
Green once again fails his save. Aqua makes his save, and then your red magic just kind of dissipates against the bubble as well.
Okay. Concentration. You need a concentration? Did you
I'm not
cast?
concentrating
Not
yet. No, I will be soon. But
Okay.
Might as well keep it nearby.
Yeah.
Grab one for me too. That as well. Things are
Alrighty.
coming up.
Okay. So cast that.
Yep. So that starts to illuminate that one in the middle there, and he kind of goes, "Ooh, what's going on?"
And then I'm gonna run up to her,
Okay.
and I am going to action surge.
And punch her.
Yep.
Aid is still active, right?
yeah,
Okay.
it lasts 8 hours.
Yep. I'm
I cast it like before we went into the bar.
Yeah. So technically, it was 6 hours of investigation. Yeah, sure, you're fine.
We're on the tail end of it though,
Yes.
probably.
Yep.
Okay. First attack. Nat 1.
Okay.
Little miss.
She brings her shield
attack.
up and clangs against your
Nat
fist.
2, but
Okay.
that's a 15
15 misses.
plus 8, or so plus 3, so
Okay.
18.
So you come down. The first one hits the shield. You bring your arm over, grab the shield, and yank it to the side, and then headbutt her.
Okay.
So go ahead with the damage on that second one.
pulse rings out.
Yep.
And that would be 15 thunder damage.
15 thunder.
And then I'm going to activate my fire rune as well.
Okay.
And attempt to use my fire chains to grapple her.
Okay, perfect. What is the roll on that?
DC 18 of...
She fails.
Okay.
So she's restrained.
It'd be strength,
Yeah.
if that matters.
Yeah, she fails.
Okay. So she is
She
restrained.
did not roll very well. She's restrained and she takes some fire damage as well.
Yeah, so 2d6 right up front and then 2d6 every round. So that's only 3 fire damage to start
Okay,
with.
3 to start. Yeah, but your large chains come out and grab her arms and just start pulling them down. All right, and then it is the fairy fired one's turn. And Resh calls out and he says, "Suppressing fire!" The guy nods, and he's going to shoot at Alomah.
Okay.
Actually, 3 shots. We're going to give you a +2 because there's a lot of cover in the way. There's
There's an
ally
8-foot
and-
tall...
Yeah, Warforged and
Warforged in
whatnot.
front of you.
So this is first of all
almost 8.
a 19.
Yes.
Okay. Then we've got a 26.
Hit.
Okay. And then far lower. So 1 hits you for 6 piercing damage. And it does look like he's basically like he is firing as many arrows as possible to get you to kind of like duck down beneath your shield and everything. So then we need to see if the guard inside the cage wakes up.
Oh, you should have locked him in there. Oh, yeah. You have the key.
He does not this turn. So.
He doesn't have any weapons, though.
Has a
You broke
dagger.
his bow.
I broke his
I thought you
bow.
took the dagger.
No, I took his sword. I wasn't planning on running into resistance. I mean, I was. Aramis wasn't. He's pretty dumb. Int is my dumb stat, so.
Yeah.
Join the club.
Okay. So then
We're a big old party of dum-dums.
Let's see.
You have a headband of intellect?
Resh is just going
I replaced
to.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, I got my Breach of Shielding, so...
Resh is going to raise his hands up, and 3 arcane symbols are going to appear, and they're just going to fire beams of energy. We'll do 2 at Bolt, and then 1 at Alomah. Because he is definitely trying to help his companion. So the first one is... The help action gives advantage, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
On just the first attack.
That will be on the Alomah attack because that's who we called suppressing fire on. So attack number 1 is 20 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, this is the one that
Oh.
rolled. Yep.
Real quick, can I
Yeah.
use my bonus action since I didn't to grow big? as
Yeah,
well?
if you'd like to.
Yeah, I want to do that. When I run up.
Yeah, you like chain her arms to the ground, and she's just like glaring at you, and you just go womp, 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 womp. Second attack against Bolt is a 24.
So that missed against you, right?
Yeah, the first one was a 20, so
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
24 hits. So take. Oh, you're gonna like this. Take 13 force damage.
So half.
Half. Yep. And then the
6.
second one against Alomah. We'll throw the one away and we'll take the other one. Is a 32 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. So take 27.
I'll use my
force
reaction
damage.
and intercept that
Oh, okay.
with my prize shield.
All right. So you take 27 force damage.
Divided by 2.
Yep. So 13.
Well, it converts it to force, but
Okay.
it's the speakers. If you want,
Okay.
you can just turn them off. There's an R button.
Just smack my leg. There we go. That's bugging me. Aramis, hello.
Okay. Wow. Bonus action. I'm gonna drop Hunter's Mark. Look at
How much damage was that?
Okay.
Sorry, that was
27 was the second.
divided by 2.
Yeah, so 13.
Okay, I need to roll a
Is it a
Constitution save.
free
I'll bolt on
action
2.
to grab my other sword out? Is that?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just say that's that part of your
Personal
action
success.
because they're both just kind of
Second
sitting there,
one,
so you can
success.
Okay.
So a bonus action cast Hunter's
Mark.
Mark on him, and I'm going to
Okay.
turn and attack him.
Okay.
So
No disadvantage because of your crit on his critical failure.
So the first one is a dirty 20
Dirty 20 will hit.
for 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah, the hunter's mark.
Oh, nope, sorry. That's D6, right? Okay. Plus 2 more.
2. Okay.
And then the second attack is a 22
22 will hit.
for 8.
8
And
damage.
does that get Hunter's mark on the
Is it
second attack?
every
or no?
attack?
Every
Okay.
attack, yeah.
Nice.
So that's actually 14 damage total.
Sorry, so what
So
was
6
that?
more.
6 more, thank you. Math is hard. Okay, and you have one more attack.
No, but that would be my bonus action, which I used as Hunter's mark.
Right.
So
Oh, that's right.
2 actions
yeah,
and I'm
so 2
done.
actions. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, you come around. Basically, you come around swinging, slash your resonance blade across his chest, and the guy stumbles back. You can see that you've got a nice shallow cut, and his armor is torn at this point.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, goodness.
What frequency does it ring at? Like a tuning fork?
He's a C minor. Okay, yeah, I'll just. I don't
so-
want to leave just yet. I want to make sure I can grab all the
so
rest
you
of my gear.
you do notice that like the fire is going to start spreading here
Yeah.
pretty soon. As in, like, if you don't pick it up this round, you might want to kick it away. I would say.
Would that be a free?
Yeah,
action,
that just
though,
I could just have that part of your your movement in lieu of your movement.
Okay,
I'll let
in
you
lieu,
like
yeah,
just,
in lieu of my movement, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick the barrel over. Like, well, actually, I'm at an angle, so I guess it would go this way.
yeah,
but
yeah. You can kick
I'm
the
gonna
barrel over
try
if
and
you
get
want.
the fire to go that way,
Okay.
so I at least have somewhere to run.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and give me just an athletics check.
Sure.
And this will be with a disadvantage just because you are shackled.
Okay, so that's an 18, and that is an 11. Athletics?
Yes.
22.
22. Yeah, you managed to knock that barrel over, so drop that fire into the square next to. Yep, right there.
Perfect.
So that will be actually sorry, one more towards me. So it was like a diagonal.
Yeah.
So you saved your pack this round.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it is her turn, the dwarf. And she she looks around and sees that basically.
She has to take 2d6.
Oh, that's right. She does take some
fire
damage.
So 8 damage, and she's restrained. By the
Okay.
way.
And she kind of so she's got fire on around her arms, and she goes, "Well, if the warehouse is already on fire," and she closes her eyes, and when they open, they're just like glowing with fire, and she's gonna cast Fireball right on you two. So I need a dexterity save from Alomah and Bolt.
Okay.
And anything flammable around that area, please light that on fire.
Fireball fight.
Yep.
That's
And there was a firefight.
17.
Success. So you'll take
Yeah,
half.
1.
And a failure. So this is a. I thought this had Fireball self only.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Yep. 4, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, my lord.
Nothing wrong with rolling a bunch of
Freaking
dice.
mages, man. Spellcasters.
22 fire damage total,
Okay.
and then half on a save.
Okay.
11.
I'm going to also cast Absorb Elements to cut it in half again.
Nice.
And give me
Fire damage.
A
D6.
fire
D6,
damage on my
yeah.
next melee attack.
Oh, melee. Okay. And that was an action. What is the to get out of the restraint? Is it an action
It's the same save, so it's a DC 18
at the
strength.
end of every turn?
Yes.
Or
Yes. Let me make sure it's at the end, not the beginning. I'm sure it's at the end. But
well, it would be at the end, or it would be an action to save out of it.
At the end of each of his turns.
Okay. They are still trapped.
Restrained. And now it's 20. It's 22, so I need to roll a concentration check, though.
So you need an 11 or better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then we've got Aqua, who is going to take. Please roll me 1d6 fire damage as they catch fire.
6.
Okay. Yeah, they are going to take their turn to pull themselves out of the fire and pat themselves down, basically. So they
So
are
maybe
no
back.
longer on fire. Yep. In fact, they're going to move 2 more squares back away from the other fire going on here.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have black. Black one is
Behind
going to.
Aramis.
Yep. Is going to strike back at Aramis. We've got a 13
Mess.
and a 16.
It's
Okay. So, oh, that's the wrong thing to roll. Sorry. Just a second. Take 6 piercing damage as you block the short sword, but he comes in with a dagger and just kind of hits you in the side, or, scrapes you in the side a little bit.
dirty rogues.
What are you then?
I don't know. I'm a vengeance singer.
Vengeance Bard.
Alomah.
All right.
I am your doom.
So yeah, his typically prismatic eyes will go white, and he will channel some white Luxon.
That's what you start shouting in the guy's face.
You guys need to read the Lightbringer series. Sorry. Yes, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at the 5th level.
Okay.
But first I'm going to see if my gloves...
Take the brunt of the...
I got a 5.
I think you need to roll that much, basically.
I thought so too. The spell
Yeah.
slot or higher?
I think so. I think you have quicker access to the Arcanists.
I'll
Yes.
check it when it's not my turn.
I believe that is a success. So your eyes go white, and all of the gemstones on your Arcanist gauntlets ring out and
Nice.
take the spell level for you.
And yeah.
Two gauntlets.
Yeah.
So that's my action.
Okay.
Then with my bonus action, I will make a Starry Form attack on the dwarf.
Okay.
That's with advantage, right? Because she's shackled.
Yes, she is shackled.
Good, because I rolled crappy. That's a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Okay,
Roll me the damage.
So that's going to be...
She's not prone, right? She's just restrained.
Just restrained,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just shackles them with like fiery stuff.
That's going to be 15 damage.
Okay.
And then
So
I'm
you throw out your starry bolt,
Mhm.
and you see a magical shield come up in front of it,
Okay.
and you can see it's coming from
It's like a tiny me made out of
And it-
stars.
and it slams into the shield and just like shatters the shield. So the attack basically got reduced by
Okay.
that. Yeah.
But so does it still hit, technically?
Let's. So it says that it reduces the damage,
Okay.
but it doesn't say that it doesn't hit.
Okay. So in that case, I will move her
So yeah, the force of it will still pull her.
5 feet into...
Yeah. So basically, it hit the shield, and the
She was
stars
already-
shatter and wrap around and then grab her and yank her inward.
So she was already in your
Oh,
thing,
well,
so
I
you
would
would've moved back, right?
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she'll have to roll her.
And the
Saving
damage for this round will be
It's a wisdom, right?
Wisdom 19.
She makes her save, so it'll be half.
Okay. Come on. 1, get out of here. That was not good. 17, so half.
17. Got half is 8.
Okay.
So that's how halves work. Okay, perfect. Anything else you'd like to do? That
That's
was action move
Action
bonus.
Yep.
Okay. Bolt, it is your turn.
So I'm going to attack her.
Okay.
Or try to.
Well, you have advantage.
Okay. 6 or an 11. I'll take the 11. Plus 13, 24.
24 will hit.
Cool. So it's D8 plus D6 for my being big. $15.
15
Under
damage. Okay.
If that matters. And obviously she has disadvantage on
Yep.
anything. Second attack against her. Also advantage, right?
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
At 20, nice.
So it's just
Double
dice, right?
double dice. Yep.
Including my giant smite?
Yes. Yep.
Sweet.
Every dice that you roll.
Well, except you're only supposed to do the giant smite once.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
So not giant smite, just my regular.
I could see how much that hurt you.
Ow! Nah, that's okay. This is why 5e crits suck. Because I did less damage on that one. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you still like she'll like grab her with one hand and then smack her with the other across the face and kind of ring her bell a little bit. So
Slam my shield against her shield.
anything else?
That's pretty much all I can do. I do want to shift around here.
Okay.
That. Get a little away from the fire, but also still be in range of hers.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, that is all I can do.
And then green is going to
Actually, no. All defensive field.
okay
Get some temporary hit points.
get 6 temps.
Yeah,
or however much
nine,
it is.
9 temps.
Okay.
I don't think I can activate my fragment though, because I think I already used it. We didn't have combat.
No, we haven't had any combat
Okay,
since day.
yeah, so I will. I think it's in 30 feet.
I think so. Yeah, so everybody gets temporary hit points on that.
Yeah, let's see, Aramis. Yeah, you're good. So 9 temps, all of you.
Right. Thank you.
Uh,
That's gonna keep me alive.
green is going to go next, and he's going to step away from the fire first of all. This way. Actually, he's going to back up into that corner.
Right here.
A little bit further back. Sorry. Away from me, right there.
Okay.
Yep, put him right there. That's fine. And then he's going to lay down suppressing fire on Bolt. So, is it a trio? No, it's just a duo of attacks. We've got a 23,
Hits.
and the other one is higher. So take 10 piercing damage, and then 9 piercing damage. So a total of 19 piercing damage.
So I don't need to roll because my con is 10.
Okay.
So I can't fail my concentration. on
Yeah,
those two,
because
right?
you can't critically fail on
So it's
concentration.
10 and then
so-
9?
Yes. So both of those are fine. You can't
Okay.
fail on those. Check on the other expert. He does not wake up. And then we are back up to the top of the round here. Resh says, "Get out of here!" And then he's going to, clearly not shouting at any of you, but he is going to, he's going to send a lightning bolt your direction.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Top of the round, the fire spread, so everything adjacent to it is now catching fire as well.
Okay.
So he is going to take a d6 of fire damage.
2d6, because he'd get fire from both sides.
5 and 3. Okay, so he'll take that.
Should I just move it closer to people?
Yes. And then put it back on the barrel for Aramis.
Ah!
So he's just going to jump
The
down
wrong way.
right here. Yep. And then he's going to move over so that he can get both of you in the same...
So he have to go right. He has to go this way back here, or he has to go closer. So you want to go back here, maybe?
Yeah.
So how much did he move to jump down?
5 feet.
10, 15, 20. That'll do it.
Yeah. And then he should be able to avoid hitting the dwarf.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so both of you need to roll me another saving throw as he
Dex.
sends out a lightning bolt. Yes, it is a dex save, please.
That'll fail.
Dirty 20.
Your 20 is a success.
10.
It's interesting that it's the same damage as lightning bolt. Or not lightning bolt, but...
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
But is it in a higher level spell slot, or is it the same?
It's the same.
It's
as
just
86,
going
well,
from
Lion's
AoE
Share.
to
Yeah.
line. Yeah.
I thought that they were like... Lightning bolt was a later spell that you get for some reason.
Third.
28 lightning damage.
Okay, so 14 on the save.
Yep, 14 on the save.
I'm gonna absorb elements again.
Okay.
I'm also going to absorb it.
Hey, nice. So both of you basically like center yourself. Yeah, you're in the magic kind of like deflate. Yeah, you Yoda.
Never mind. I don't have that anymore.
Oh, that's right. You got rid of it. Okay. Then it is Aramis's turn.
Okay, I'm going to grab my pack,
Okay.
put it on.
You basically are like fending him off with like one
Yeah.
hand, and you sling your pack up onto your back. Yep.
Yeah, she swords me.
Cool. And
Oh,
then
I gotta roll my check.
I'm going to
Burst,
attack him.
burst this guy down. dude.
Yeah, I'm going to attack.
You need to roll me a concentration check as well for the. Well, never mind. It's 7 damage for you. So
First attack is an 18. Oh, actually, that's a crit fail. That's not
Oh.
a 7, that's a 1.
oh, okay.
So,
Okay. First attack does nothing. Yep.
second
Would be 11
attack
for.
is a 23 to hit
23 will hit. Yes.
for Sorry.
You're
It's been
good.
a minute since I played this character. 8 damage.
Hunter's Mark?
But Hunter's Mark. So 10 damage.
10?
12 damage.
12.
And I'm going to. Let's smite.
Ooh, throw on a little cheeky smite.
Yeah, let's get him down. I'm just gonna burn a first level.
Okay.
So that's an additional 14 or 13.
13.
Sorry.
So 25 total, which is your typical.
That's my
Yeah.
number.
So you kind of are fending him off a little bit. You bring your sword back, and as you do, the flames catch, and that kind of that ash and embers trail along and slash right through him, and he falls backwards.
Nice.
Dead?
He's dead.
Okay.
Nice, there you go.
Bonus action. I'm gonna transfer Hunter's Mark.
Let me.
Was gonna flourish, but I don't need to right now. Although pretty soon I'm gonna need to flourish.
Yeah, you want that
Get my AC back up.
Well,
It's a-
don't
it's a
forget,
quick
your
way.
how many bard levels do you have? Like 8?
I'm mostly bard, so 9. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
you get those back on a short rest.
That's
you
true.
kind of direct Zolos' vengeance towards Resh, and it slams into that invisible field again and does not affect him.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not.
It doesn't.
It doesn't get
go
rid of it.
the
You'd
spell.
still be
Yeah.
able to move it.
Yep.
So
Okay.
So
So,
it-
it just fails.
It
this attempt
cannot.
to
Yeah, it
disintegrate.
cannot affect him.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Good
Okay.
to know.
Next up is
Oh wait,
the dwarf.
I would like to move
Okay. Yes.
because I
Please.
don't want to die. So
And you can remove
Um,
that red pack
cool.
as well.
So I'll go 5, 10. Oh no, I'm not in his space. Right?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
15, 20.
He has his bow out anyway, so he wouldn't be able to.
I'm just gonna
He
kind
is-
of. Oh,
he
this is fire.
He is
though.
fairy fired.
Yeah, that is kind of hard.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tuck in
That would-
right here.
that'd be close to fire, but yeah.
Next turn, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tuck in right.
That's the fastest spreading fire ever. Every 6 seconds. 10 feet, 5 feet.
Big
Huh.
fan.
It was 2 rounds before it spread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to just
12
put
seconds,
5 feet between. But yeah, I'll just go there.
Okay, sounds good. Next up is the dwarf, and she is going to
Take 2d6.
2d6
fire
damage.
And
Okay, and roll the.
Ancestral.
So
Save.
5 fire damage.
She makes her save, so it'll be half. So again, 8,
right.
8 and 5 is 13.
12, yeah. 13.
And she looks back at Resh and she goes, "You'll be okay?" And he nods and she goes, and then she's gonna.
Disappear.
Yep, she's going to disappear.
Well, she's still restrained. The chains go with her. Wherever she appears, crap.
Yeah, she's gonna have to keep trying to break out of those. In fact, we'll roll. What was your save at?
18 strength.
Okay. Alrighty. Nah, sorry. Okay, Aqua goes next. He is going to back up onto the upper level there, and he is going to fire at Alomah. Do a covering fire. So we've got a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That is... And the other one is a miss. You just take 7 piercing damage, please. As an arrow manages to get through your shield and armor.
Okay.
I still need to get you that armor. What it does.
The leaf armor.
Oh,
I never did that. Okay. Green. No, wait, no, sorry. That was black. That one's gone. Boop. Then it is Alomah.
Okay. Got to take up the minions.
There are still like people rushing past you. By the way, they are seeing the fire, but they are trying to get through it quickly.
I'm gonna go right here, I think. And then how far does the one pull?
10 feet.
Is it 10?
It's 30 away, 10 feet towards.
That's right.
Up to
that's
10
right.
feet.
Okay, so in that case, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So remember, there's fire technically, right?
Oh. Okay.
See what they're there.
And alright. First of all, I'm going to try to Thorn Whip Fairy Fired Boy.
Okay.
And that is a 26 to hit.
Okay, 26 will hit.
That will do. Let me just make sure it's 3d6 now. It's this. So that's just. Sorry, 12 damage. Plus a d6 for absorb elements.
Okay.
So 14 damage.
14.
Very good. And then I'll move him 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
Like this.
Aramis like, I want to keep 5 feet between them. And then,
Too bad. So that he takes, and I gotta re-roll for a new round. Some damage. Some.
Oh yeah, he'll roll his save. If he does not make his save.
Okay. And this time it's gonna be way better than 17.
Okay.
No, get out of here with the ones. 2s! 25.
Should have
Still
took
better.
the piercer feet.
That's 25 is exactly as much as you needed. Yep.
So the ancestors just they actually like there's some stars that like go into like his mouth and like come out like because
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta drop concentration.
Yeah, I don't need any more because that was the only one that was getting very fired.
And now with my bonus action,
Yes.
I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
Um,
Come on, man.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay.
That's better. 28.
28
To
will
hit.
hit. Yep.
So this is gonna do 13 damage,
13 damage.
and I'm going to move him 5 feet this way.
Oh, okay. So that's going to be an extra d6 because that's
Right.
about 10 feet.
He probably has to make a dex save to not fall down, right?
No,
Well,
he's
no,
just
he's
Just prone when
you
you
know,
take
so
more
4.
than 10 feet of
4
4.
damage, and knock him prone.
Hey,
That's not 10 feet, that's like 7.5.
close enough. We'll round up. Okay, yeah, you definitely.
snaps to the grid this way too.
Yeah, so it the starbolt comes around and smacks him right in the side of the head, and he goes
I
toppling
kind
over.
of throw it like a curveball.
Yep.
I'm like,
He curved the bolt.
it's like,
Perfect.
Nice.
Bolt.
Goes whizzing right past my ear.
yeah.
Excuse me, Alomah, and I'm just gonna step like over you and land right here,
Okay.
and then move right there, and I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Alrighty.
Nice. It's a good thing you're not wearing a kilt.
Alomah, why are you naked? Where have you been?
So that's you get to do Dex or Athletics
Yes.
or Acrobatics versus my,
Oh, I called you Alomah. That's
and I get advantage on this because I'm big.
Whatever.
Yes.
It's just my thing.
It's just your thing.
14 or 3. I'll
Can't
take
get
the
anybody's name.
You
right.
remember all the
plus
mechanics.
7, 21.
You forget the names.
19.
I remember the names.
So
I
he's
forget my
grappled?
mechanics. So,
Yep.
you know.
And I'm gonna
It all balances out.
basically I'm gonna hand over the face and continue the motion and try to shove him to the ground.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So that's another one. 18 or 17.
Yeah,
So,
that's a success.
18 plus
Yeah,
7.
so everything else like has been hit. All this magic has been hitting the shield, and your hand goes right through whatever invisible barrier there is there, and you push him to the ground.
That's what I assumed. I'm just like face against the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action to give myself 9 temps again,
Sounds good.
because I can keep doing that for a while. So. Done.
Sounds good. Okay. Next up is let's see. You know what? The other guy's just gone. He's just unconscious for the fight. So next up, top of the round here is the wizard, Resh. And he is going to, you see him kind of like, his eyes stop glowing a little bit and the globe kind of dissipates. And then he is going to go, get off of me. And I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay.
To resist his wiles.
Just a second here.
Very seductive.
Gives you the smolder.
Get off of me.
Get off of me. Wait, get back on me. This is an area after dark.
Yeah. I mean, I just have always thought it's kind of weird, like, what's a charisma save?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Force of will.
actually
Yeah,
say
that's where it
that
got like in my head. It was
what
like,
is a charisma
and I was like,
save?
right?
Anyway.
What the crap? It doesn't even matter.
Like a will save, that makes sense.
That makes more
Fortitude,
sense,
charisma, reflex.
It's like how likely are you
that's
to
why
be
the 3 in
seduced?
in
Pathfinder
Pathfinder makes
makes
sense. Yeah.
Okay. So charisma.
Yeah, that had me laughing. It's like, oh, true.
That is an 11.
11. Okay. You are banished.
Whoa!
Okay.
So you watch you guys
Nice.
watch as like this big flash of red light just like bursts and Bolt vanishes from sight. So you are taken to a harmless demiplane because let's see, native to a different plane of existence than the one. No, technically you're still on the material plane. Like
I mean,
You're in the
did
actual
Bolt come from another plane of existence?
he did
Is
come from
just
another plane,
permanently
but it's still a
vanished?
material plane that he came from. Yeah, which would be hilarious.
He didn't come from the Feywild.
No. So you are incapacitated while you're there.
Okay.
Wow.
If the target, I think, I'm trying to remember if there's a save that you make.
Do you not have counterspell?
I don't think I do.
As a bard.
Bards?
Let me check. I just don't think I.
I know they get dispel magic. They might not
I have dispel
get
magic.
counterspell.
Yeah.
I think you do get counterspell. You can take counterspell.
You might have to use a magical secrets for
But I think that's what that's how Preston had it. Is he was a lord lore bard last time.
So then he's going to use 15 feet of movement to stand up, and then he's going to use 15 feet. Oh, he's in your aura, isn't he?
He does.
He's going to
that's
have to
right.
take.
He started there and he took damage
Yeah.
before he did anything.
He did make his save, so it's just going to be half. What was the total on that?
25.
12, 13.
Oh wait, sorry. He started his turn with his globe still on, so it didn't affect him. So he
Invulnerability.
Yep. And then he's going to move 15 feet towards the door.
Like past me?
Yes.
He's not afraid of my opportunity attack, is he?
Not really. But he can only move 15 feet.
Okay.
So he's kind of like holding on like his arm a little bit because Bolt was pretty rough with him. But yeah. Aramis, it is your turn.
You're saying he doesn't have his little shield
Bubble.
thingy up.
It does not appear so.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action and drop my hunter's mark
Yep.
on him now. Okay.
Yep. Zolos' Vengeance clearly outlines him in red for you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go 5, 10.
I just imagine it's like the Sauron eye where it's doing like the pulse. But in yours it's like
Yeah.
him and you can see like pulsing behind him.
All my tunnel vision. Alright, let's hit him.
Okay.
Oh wait, the first one is I need to be on the right page. 25 to hit.
25
Lucky
will
25, for 9 damage.
9, okay.
Hunter's mark damage, 2 more.
So 11, okay.
Make him roll
Second
concentration.
Oh, that is a
yeah,
concentration
that's
check. Yep.
I want to
Just
come
a
back.
It's just an 11.
I can appear.
Okay, that one's good.
Okay. Second attack is a 23.
Okay. He will go ahead and throw up a shield against this one. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll me the damage, please, because there is a limit to.
That is going to be 14 damage.
14, and that's with the Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, that one just dissipates against the shield.
Okay, and then I will bonus action. I'm going to. I already bonus action. Yep. So that's it.
Okay. So incapacitated means all concentration ends, right? But your fire rune isn't a concentration thing. Okay. So roll me 2d6 fire damage. Because that's still going
From
on.
beyond the plane.
7? 7
fire.
Okay.
Either that or she's
far
just
away. You hear,
or she's just
dwarf
invisible.
go.
Yeah, she could be just invisible if that's the case.
Okay. So that's all that happens there. We'll go on to Aqua. He's going to stand up and he's going to move 15 feet diagonally because it's not weird rules.
Diagon Alley.
Oh, sorry.
Corey.
And then he's going to fire off a couple shots at looks like Alomah is the one in the way.
Okay.
Again, some suppressing fire here. First one is a miss, and the second one is 23 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. You guys have been pretty decent tonight. 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
We need Vicky.
And then it's your turn.
All right. This
One-on-one combat.
So 1, 2.
Okay.
No, 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just gonna go 1. And I'm going to
Thorn Whip. Aqua.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not. 2 dice. That is a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
For
Sound the police.
12 damage.
12.
And then I will pull him 5 feet closer.
He's gone. He had 7 life left, so
Okay.
you can roll your.
Oh yeah, I'll need to, because then I'm gonna keep moving. This is one thing that I really don't like about Pathfinder, by the way.
Is not being able to break up your
Can't
movement.
break up your
Yeah.
movement.
And see, that's where Cory and I, that's how we grew up, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We cut our teeth on that.
yeah. Kind of normal.
But I do like
Yeah.
being able to break up your movement myself too.
Some
I'm gonna
feats
move
let
here,
you-
and I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to
Yeah. Kinda like
starry
Well,
form.
they let you take an attack during your movement.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna starry form
Sorry,
attack,
bolt him. Yep.
and that is. Does anybody have inspiration? They can actually, oh no, it's too late. I have to declare that I'm going to use my wheel beforehand. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, that's not how we've ever done anything else like
Okay.
inspiration and stuff. We've always done adding it afterwards.
then I'm going
so I'm
to use
going to-
that,
yeah.
and I'm going to use a
Epic die.
epic die. Okay, between all of those, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
So, and I'll move him 5 feet this way.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. The damage is 13,
13.
and then he will take. Come on. This is gonna be over 25. Well, here we go. Oh my gosh. The 3s, the 2s.
He does make a save.
16 damage.
16.
So 8.
8. Okay, perfect. Yeah, they are peppering him for sure.
Concentration?
Oh yeah, he does need to make 2 concentration
That's
checks. So I think they're both just 10s.
They'll build, yeah.
So first one is a success. Second one's a success. Okay. Then it is his turn. Actually, it's Bolt's turn, but was you're incapacitated. Yeah, you're just kind of like floating in a demi plane.
Like, oh, this
Hello?
smells nice, actually. I'm going to take a nap.
See,
Here.
Saruna.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. So he is going to start his turn. He recharges his shield thing that he has to recharge right as basically he's going to use that to kind of deflect the amount of damage. What was the total on that again?
He took 8. The total 16.
16. Okay, so he didn't make his save this time, but he does reduce the damage. Basically, he puts
Is that
up
a
a shield.
concentration?
No, this is just like a reaction that he has. He puts up a shield as he's like warding against it,
Okay.
and because he is not within melee range, he's going to run 30 out the door. He's going to take some fire damage actually as he leaves. Which roll me 2d6, please.
8.
8 damage, and he's going to look back, and he's going to say, "You haven't seen the last of me." And then he's going to disappear, and as he disappears, Bolt reappears.
What?
Can I make a perception or wisdom survival check with advantage to find out where he is because he has Hunter marked?
Technically,
Hunter's
yes.
marked.
Uh-huh.
All right, come on, don't let me down.
Right
Which
before
would it be, survival or perception?
Perception.
Well, that's out of the box. Okay. That is gonna be a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you can still like see him, not see him, but you can still feel him.
Mhm.
You can still feel that pulse around him. He basically turned himself invisible, and he's still running away, presumably off to wherever his backup hideout is. Okay. Then it is your turn. So what would you like to do?
I am going to Dimension Door in front of him
Oh, okay.
with my 4th level spell.
You haven't seen the last of me.
number 2.
You're right. I haven't.
So
I've
I'll
seen
Dimension
you
Door
again.
wherever he is and plop right in front of him.
Okay. Technically,
So
Butchie's
that's
just
an
off the map here, but-
action, so I have a bonus action still.
That's why I was just
Yeah,
saying back
you're
to
right.
theater of the mind.
So I guess I can still just attack him.
Yeah.
But no, because
You have to take
Oh,
the
yeah,
attack
you have to
action.
take the attack
Yeah.
action, and I can't because okay.
Okay, yeah, you dimension door. You can dimension door right in front of him if you want.
I will give somebody. No, I don't. Can I do bardic inspiration too? Yeah.
Yeah.
I will give. Well, no, because combat's over. That's it. I'm just not gonna do anything. Just plop in front of him and.
I mean, combat isn't technically over yet.
Well, yeah, I don't want to give inspiration to just be
Yeah.
wasted. Kind of like I know they're on a short rest, but it's
Okay. Yeah, you do see him like stutter to a stop, which makes some like marks in the ground that you can see, but he is definitely still invisible, as it were. So, Alomah, what would you like to do at this point?
I think I'm gonna run out the door and
Okay.
try and chase Aramis down. Do I see him?
You don't see him technically. Now,
I mean, Aramis.
When you move into somebody's space, does it trigger the damage, or is it only when they move into the aura?
When they move in.
When they move, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So you run out the door. He's nowhere to be seen. Aramis has got like his swords at the ready right in front of him, though.
Okay.
If you'd like to try it, like if you'd like to interpret that, I'd say maybe like a. Aramis, would you tell?
Attack with disadvantage or
Would
something?
you let
yeah,
him know?
I would say something like when I appeared, I'd be like, because what do you say? This isn't the last you've seen of me,
Yeah.
and then I'll pop in and be like, apparently not.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you kind of know that
Okay.
there's something going on in Aramis.
I'll stay like 20 feet away
You still
from him,
have the
basically.
in combat thing floating in your
Yes.
exactly.
Why can't I level up? Like,
Yeah.
going on?
Like what mod wants to be targeted?
I can't heal. What's happening?
It's one that's kind of like halfway in, a bandit that's halfway
Right,
in and
exactly.
it's evading, and you're just
Yeah.
like, I gotta wait for like
Stupid.
5 minutes.
Okay, so attack with disadvantage is a natural one.
Natural
on
one,
my-
okay.
On my thorn whip.
The thorn whip kind of cracks into the air overhead.
I'm like, okay,
all of
wasn't
the captives outside kind of scream as like the whip cracks. Yep.
and then attack the second
With the bolt.
with the
Dimension door
bolt
was an action.
is
Yeah.
a dirty 21.
That will hit.
Okay, so that will do
Bitch door can take people with you though.
14 damage, and I'll pull him towards me
Okay.
for
14 damage. First of all, saving throw. The bolt slams into him, grabs, and it pulls him, and it almost like it pulls him out of the invisibility because it just makes him
Nice.
appear and pulls him back.
So he lost
5 feet.
concentration.
He lost concentration.
Nice. I want there to be like
He
a
looks definitely wide-eyed.
like an
Is the
echo
dwarf
of
still taking her
himself.
damage?
Like
No,
She saved out of it.
she saved out of it. Yeah.
and the spirit guardians damage. Oh my gosh, my spirit guardians tonight are like tired.
He makes his save there.
12. It just keeps getting worse every time I roll it. So 6.
Look. We do have like afterlives to get to. You keep calling on us. Okay.
Yeah, but not the same ones. You guys can rotate.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I have many ancestors. Do you not like rotate or something?
That's it.
Bolt. You have kind of been looking around confused, but you do see. Basically, you pulled him back into the warehouse at this point.
So if he's back in the warehouse, I want to try to cast Hold Person
Okay.
by using 2 charges of my fragments.
Alrighty. Which fragment is this?
That one is the fragment of the unyielding piece.
unyielding piece. Okay.
I'm trying to find how many fragments I actually have. Total
4.
4.
So you used one on your unyielding truth, and then you haven't done anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
so
today.
I have
Yeah.
2 total.
What is the saving throw? It's a wisdom on that one as well. No, yes, because that's what I had you roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
For hold person.
And what is the total wisdom needed?
It would probably be my spell save DC 16.
16. He does not make his save. He is restrained.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed for the duration.
So all melee attacks have advantage and automatically crit.
Okay.
Time to
Time to flourish and smite.
And then he gets to,
only
he
has
gets to make
15
another
hit
save
points.
before your turn because he goes
Oh,
first.
okay.
I am going to move
He
up.
is going to take
up
damage.
to as far as close as I can
Right,
get to him.
12
Okay. Yeah.
or 6 if he makes his save.
He does not make his save.
Probably
so
just
12
auto-fails
to
from
12.
paralyzed.
Well, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
So it'd be
That's
like
what
him
that
trying to
does,
ward off their spiritual claws. But
But
he's
using
not.
his brain to try to get out.
He's
of
going
it.
to try and make his save. He does not make his save again. So he's still paralyzed. Aramis, what would you like to do?
I'm going to look into his eyes and say, "Do you know Theravix?"
Roll me an insight check, please.
Right, much better. 23.
His eyes go wide at the
'Cause he
mention
can't
of the
speak
name.
either.
Yeah, he can't speak,
Okay.
but his eyes
then
do go wide as you say that name.
I want to kill you so bad. And I'm just going to hit him on the top of the head, and hopefully it's enough to knock him out.
Give me.
So it's attack.
I'm just trying to not kill him,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal. So
You know what? No,
it's
he's got
a
18.
crit.
He's got 18 hit points left. It's
It's
a
a-
crit if you hit.
yeah, okay.
So
You
I'm
still
not
have,
going to
you still have to roll the attack, but yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's a crit,
With
so...
advantage, triple advantage. 'cause
Yeah, I
I
have triple
hits.
advantage.
He lets out a little, and then his eyes close, and he doesn't slump because he's completely frozen, but his eyes are definitely closing.
Oh, yeah, his
Yeah,
eyes
he's
just go
like, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I think we should vacate the premises and take him with.
Yes.
Where's Andros?
You were gone. We
Yeah, can we see?
found Krauth. He thinks somebody's blackmailing him. I'm assuming it's this person.
trying to send him.
What happened to Andraste?
Yeah, what happened to the?
They all ran outside the front door. A lot of them are looking singed
I'm gonna
because
be
of
like,
the fire. But
I'm like, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
And I'll pick him up on the way,
All right.
and then when we get outside the building, I'm gonna set him down, and we're gonna tie him up and like gag him too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
tie his
gonna-
hands together. So you know
Put
the
my
whole
real
like
clothes
wizard,
on.
so you
Yeah.
can't like, do anything.
yeah, you're
I'm like putting
taking
on my...
the armor. Yep.
Put my boots on.
Yeah, they are all kind of sitting there in their shackles, like 15 feet away, just watching this happen. And they looked a little like they were going to start running as soon as somebody came out, but when they saw it was the people that came to save them, they relaxed a little bit. So
Friend, you are saved. As the warehouse behind us, like oh,
the
it's
other
still
guard
spreading.
inside that was unconscious is burning alive.
That guy.
But yeah, you do see 13 dwarves and
And lucky
And-
number 14.
lucky number 14, the sea elf Andraste, in kind of just, plain coat clothes, that sort of thing.
Right.
And she's just kind of looking wide-eyed at everything. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
right.
Well done, everyone. That was an interesting, fun fight, and I'm glad that you could all join me tonight for it. Yeah, thanks.
Fun.
Aramis, inspiration. Great job with everything tonight.
Thank you.
You know what? You all get inspiration. I'm thinking of things like Bolt did really good with the fairy dragon. Alomah, like you managed to do a second divination. You've got you were really good with talking with Krauth and getting in there. Like
I think my favorite
impressed.
part was the was saving the fairy dragon.
Yeah, little friend.
It's very cinematic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Played out that way.
Yeah. So we'll find out what happens with Little Friend and the rest of the Wayward Watch coming up soon. Victor is seeing smoke in the distance and realizing that once again, as he left,
He knows. At this point, he knows.
He's like, they lit
"Okay,
another fire.
Hey, new tradition. Every time Preston's gone, we got to burn something down.
Yep. And we'll find out if next time he arrives and if we find out what Resh knows about Theravix. So thank you everybody for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Visit that merch store if you want some Tales of Aneria merch. It's really cool. We got a Dankus Swass swimsuit, which I think is fun. Join us on Twitch and on YouTube Fridays at 7 p.m. MST. Thank you to Syrinscape for wonderful sounds. That's...
It's off. You turned it off.
Oh, that's right. I turned it off.
But you heard it as
Yes.
yeah.
It was going to be sheep.
It's still recording.
Yeah, it's in post,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Whew, that was fun.
You identify that it was a globe of invulnerability. Is that what you were?
That's what I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is such an interesting spell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad that
It makes you invulnerable.
just to magic though. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to play. I was like, well, all the magic stuff's just
It's
like,
not working.
will it stop a fist? No, it won't.
It's that whole like anime thing where they have a shield, but if you move slow enough, you can actually go through the
Yeah,
shield and then
Dune.
hit them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Dune. Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Stargate does
Stargate
it too.
does all the
Yeah.
dual stuff. Yeah.